FM, Cutting Edge. Whoa!
Teach these truths to your children. Teach your children that they need nothing exterior to themselves to be happy. No person, place, or thing. And that true happiness is found within. Teach them that they are sufficient unto themselves.
Mutabaruka, we are listening to now all of it. You know here, Cutting Edge, the end.
This is the Cutting Edge and RFM. We're there with you next Wednesday. This is a different Wednesday. This is what them call Hash Wednesday, the day when them put hashes by your forehead in the name of beginning of Lenten season. This is the time when Christians lead you up to the death of Jesus. Them call it Easter, the death and the resurrection. This is the time when them tell you, say, you must cut down on your meat, eat more vegetables. I don't know, people not to say something funny there, so, because if this is the time when you're supposed to cut down by your meat intake, therefore, something would be right if you just go and eat pure vegetables the whole year, instead of have a little space where you just say, well, cut off a meat, but after done that you just need more meat than when you did eat before. But that's the way of how the system set up. That's how the system set up. And you know, say most of our holidays stem from some religious European religion practice. Yes, most of our holidays is based upon some European religious belief system. 98% of the people in Jamaica is of African stock. 98% of the people in Jamaica, them holidays is based upon European concepts of religion. All the people them last night where they are wireless road there. A wireless road, them call it. Up a Stone Hill, they saw. Yes, with a play up there. One yellow parity, you know. Yes, Arity, Nambo, Jerry Small, Sonny Harrison. All the ones them who make last night wonderful. Yes, I love playing music for people who love the music. You understand? And when we play the music, I will see the people them happy. We feel happy too. Yeah. So, you know, say Westmoreland, Little London, we are head your way in the month, you know. Yes, we are come down there in the month, Little London, yes. We remember in the days when we used to go to Europe all 3 times for the year. 3 times for the year, trust me. Me not do that again. Now I feel love our body. don't sound like me I slow up the thing. Like the thing I get slow up, don't it? No, it not slow up enough. I try orient myself into a thinking here, so, cause you know, say me want to play certain things, and through tonight holiday night, and usually upon holiday night we just go through with the music and thing, but me feel like me have some things to play that it need for play. You know, see it need for people to hear it, because even if the Black History Month done, but you know, same time we are dealing with Black History, we go right through still, and now a March. It's the first Wednesday in a March, and me have some things where me want make the people them hear, because me feel it vital and important. I mean, I don't know if it make any difference if it's holiday night or is a normal night for educate the people them about certain things. But it's the tradition of IRFM and how we used to do it over the years is that for an holiday night we just play music. Yes, cutting it.
Yes, Muta, bless.
Blessed man.
We're not there for here.
Yeah, you're there for here.
No, more talk here off here.
All right, sir.
My greetings in the mighty name of Imperial Majesty. Agua
Yeah, me there, man.
A blessings on them, and I want to let you upon my buffer, and I'm there go and keep back a listening program, you know.
Yeah, well, we just start, you know.
Yeah, just coming out for one show as an artist, you know.
What kind of show?
Yeah, it's a show over Prison Oval, you know, as special.
Okay,
you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so me just
so it done so quick. Oh, it done so quick.
You know, done in 11 o'clock, then that close, because they must say I challenge you for forward, but you don't know, you still have going.
But I know 11 o'clock yet, at 10:30, you know.
Yeah, then I say, me get a early work, you see it?
Okay.
Yeah, because the artist just drop him album, you know, with 5 track of promotion.
Which artist?
The artist near Fancy Bling right, you know.
Where Fancy Bling there?
Spanish Town, man, Gravelite.
Are you near Fancy Bling?
Yeah, man.
They know you talk about yourself like you're the third person, Rasta.
Yeah, because me a market myself, you know, so me
then if you market yourself, you make it sound like I know you.
Okay, me understand what you have to nail that. Yeah, man. You know, I'm just in time to hear you echo on the topic, say some producers and promoters come down from Europe and them thing there.
Yeah, I look at
that. That is again, you know.
So you're in the bungle?
Yeah, I want to tell you, enough local link up pull through, because some independent agency will get me going more time and book me for some shows, so I'll have to do those show up.
In Europe?
No, in Europe, me not get them concrete.
Where you talk about? Are Europe, me just see that talk about a while ago.
Yeah, man, me understand where you're saying, Eli. Me tell you, that is a good look for us artists.
Okay,
Me just release 5 singles, you know, 545.
Okay.
And then like me, I get every rotation.
So when you left in the area, so for me?
I want to let you forward day me for come down there, you know,
that means you don't left none for me then.
Because you were going, I have to do 9 to 5 to, you know, my family, because I have a family to sustain, you know.
Then maybe if you left them down here, you will sustain your family better.
Yeah, man, may I come down the Monday, man. Monday, may I come down the general.
All right,
yeah,
sir.
But may I say, as a spirituality and a farmer advantage in a aspiration. I want to talk to you about something, you know, a little about metallurgy, but mostly philosophy, you know. Philosophy, as to say, my philosophy and the doctrine of the Messiah, you know. Yeah, me right now, me is a youth, at the end of the day, I never born a Rasta, you understand me, I say, but me did always have a conception in the earth to say, boy, left a line open where the Most High can dwell, as in, me confess and dwell in a holiness, you know. So holiness can mean purity in a way that's discipline, you know. You understand, go back down to virtue and integrity, you know. Them look at thing there. But when me I try to still, me see mankind feel like them can put a illusion in terms of time on the work of the Almighty. You understand what I say? Every day I see things that way either depress you or uplift you, see me? But the reason with the elder Rasta and him say a thing to me when I look into him, I say, boy, you have to give thanks to the bad as well as the good, you know, because both of them is from the Creator, you understand what I say? So see, I'm like, oh, you don't get the $1 million and give thanks, and yeah, man, you don't want to make $1 million tomorrow. When you lose a 50, you know, say nothing, you understand, just give thanks. So, but they are all my own still, you know, come faith, I king, you know, you understand, come and to see him to believe in me, I hold me hand for me look a bit and he never fail me, you see it? So me just give thanks, you go in and tell man to go and do what man do, you see it?
Right,
one day we get to meet and reason for the level, you see me?
Yeah, all right, but me ask you a question you know, since you talk. The brethren who tell you say, God make good and God make evil, so you must give thanks for any one of them who come to you.
Yeah.
A man come in your house now and kill all your family and things, you must give thanks for that too.
At the end of the day, you know, my family, you see when we praise Jah show me a thing, you know. Because me still imperfect, you know. Him dwelling me and you know, him move me becoming perfect. But as long as him presence and in countenance, me is a perfect being. You understand? Kind dwell among me. Now, when me I say, even if revenge the on my mind, you know. Jah either have to...
No, me not say revenge the on your mind. Me I say...
No, me again, I quote something in a mail.
Yeah, where you quote it from? Yourself or some book?
Yes, it's from myself.
Okay,
man.
all right.
Yeah, so when I say, even if revenge upon my mind, you know, to the heights where me and the king have that telepathics there where we connect to, him not give me no time for that. So even if me not find time for that until it get bored to me and me drift from that. At the end of the day, me still go, hey, let me tell you something here. Like, you see, J-A-H stand for Jah. You know me, philosophically terms it. You see, the J I feel justice in Ireland, you know. No matter what injustice has to go on in Ireland, you know. Justice has to gain it confidence and it assurance. And you see, A of the aftershock, meaning, go see if it was justly done or unjustly done. And you see, H, go back down to the honor. Because honor has to come out of something where cause justice. And you have the aftershock. You have to have the honor in the end. And who honor go to? I see him, Jah.
Yeah, but you not answer what me ask you still. You go through a long process of reasoning, but you not answer what me ask you.
Yeah, wait for now, Mela.
Me ask you, say, the elder will tell you, say,
yeah,
Jah make good and evil, so you have to just give thanks to any one of them will reach you.
Yeah.
If a man come in your house and kill your family, you will give thanks for that because it's Jah command that to happen. You say Jah make that happen, therefore it's not no funny. I just Jah works.
At the end of the day, it don't hurt me heart, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm man, me hungry, but you know me, I tell myself, the good Lord give it and the good Lord take it away, you know, and all the world, the inhabitants of the world belong to Jah, so we are really feeling to decide when, you understand what I say? So, I don't know, I just have to just know the problem. I pray for comfort and pray for somebody there who can help me go through the mourning process and the grieving there, but
Alright, sir. Alright. Give thanks, brethren.
Bless up yourself, my lad.
Yeah, man. I hope you get some your music I play upon the radio. But the first, you know, you come like to me.
Yeah.
You know, a man a ball out for years, same way I win the lottery, you know.
Yeah.
Every day I pray to God. Boy, God, and I really love win the lottery.
Yeah.
One day I pray to God, and you know what God tell him?
Yeah.
Buy a ticket.
Yeah. I can say something to you.
You know what that mean? What me just said to you a while ago.
Yeah, man, use the opportunity, so I can say something to you.
No, so that means, you have your music out there, so now you want a levels, but you are saying, boy, you don't have no really time, but one day you're going to come make it way. If you want the music play, you have to give it to the radio station for play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
can I say something to you before me leave,
yes,
please?
Yeah, man.
You know, the first time I tell a man to me an artist, him say, Blinger, when an artist when an artist a spend. So I give him $100 sell him buy some Jew cigarette refuse and 2 Benz shoes. He rally back and say artist. So I change passes. He say artist, so I ask this, I lost this. So I give him a man lead and tell him not follow about masses. Same time I roll upon the man and I bend some cat to see me and say, artist, I wish glasses. I say, that you know that a fastness. She say, no, actually it look like a glasses. And I say, oh, I the copper in Benz from the lasses. Same time, Mutabaruka see the single in a me and tell me passes. And he say, come down the aisle, make me blast this.
So you have a Benz?
No, it don't go telepathically.
No, me ask if you have a Benz. Just answer yes or no, man. You have a Benz.
Physically,
Oh, you don't own a Benz. Physical. Oh, you have a spiritual Benz. We don't know easy, you know. You have a spiritual Benz. All right, spiritual Benz. Make it come look at 2 hours time. Come give me the CD there, yeah? Or the spiritual CD. Make me just think about it and it will play up on the radio.
Wait, so when the free come?
Eh? No, me not tell you if you bring it come. Me I say, if you want your tune play up on the radio, you must carry it, go get the radio station.
All right,
yeah, because if you're artist and you know have no Benzes, you're going fastest and lastest. You understand, sis? All right, sis. All right, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah, this is the, you know, me like them kind of philosophy that still, you know, but it come like we love to regurgitate things. You know when people say, give me that old time religion, because if it was good for Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, good for me. Me don't know that. Me's not one man where I say the old time religion good for me. Because I see what old time religion do for my people, I do to my people. So I couldn't go really just slam bam everything done in that old time thinking. And that me find say a whole heap will get caught in that old time thinking. You know, because right now, black people in a serious problem, African people in a serious problem. And I see them a worship a God when I help them. Just simple that. Them a worship a God when I help them. Today Ash Wednesday. How much Jamaican people know what is Ash Wednesday? But they love the idea of a holiday. Roman Catholics give Ash Wednesday. We don't really understand the purpose of Ash Wednesday. But we love the holiday thinking. Where we go spend our money and drink liquor and keep party. So every holiday right now is a reason for keep a party, get drunk and have debauchery and all these things. Enough sex and because that is what holidays is supposed to do. According to the European, we have holidays. Even in Easter. Alright, you see like all right now? The reason why we can't make you talk all long on a program here, you know, is because there's no whole heap of advertisement to be played. No, but wait till all little more when Easter. When Easter Takora.
Easter.
Not this month, yeah?
Yeah, man, April.
Oh, next month Easter? All right. Wait till all when couple weeks before Easter and see what happened to that radio station, yeah. Anytime we come on to advertisement. And most of the advertisement, they would have nothing to do with the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It have something to do with party, drinking, drunking, and all these things. Just like Europe, just like Rome, in the time when these things was created. Because most of these holidays was created around sex and just anything goes in Europe. And that is the trend that it take here. So when we regurgitate what these people have taught us, we find ourselves just like zombies and puppets, like puppet on a string. We move when them tell we want to move and sit down when we want them say we must sit down. And just passive when them say we must be passive. But most of the time we are passive continuously. That is the problem. We are passive continuously. Cutting.
Yeah, long time more of a talk to Muta, you know?
Yeah, we have to talk to Muta now, Bridget.
Yeah, good night, sir. Yeah, we just say a coffee. Make a one talk about the marijuana and illegality and them thing there, you know? You hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you, man. Me I give you a chance to talk, you know.
What me I say no Muta? The big man them like in the hotel industry and them place there. Them man are glad for them thing that, man.
So you glad for them?
Yeah, but what me I say now? You have some gift shop in the hotel them and them thing there. If you not go in the gift shop, the Muta. Well, I go in the gift shop there in the Muta. You say pay Bob Marley advertise from Pierre shirt. Pay a big spliff. Say no, I got now. In the gift shop there, you know. And them are going to sell all the weed and then something there, you know.
Yeah, so what, you know, can't sell something in your little shop, man, or up on the roadside, what happen? If it's legal, it means it's legal, you know. It means if you sell it on the road, nobody now have trouble you.
Yeah,
like cigarette. But what?
Yeah, but the people don't know what the people come out of the hotel already.
No, but where you worry about the big man for? What happened to you? I mean, where you worry about the big man I owe myself him things?
The big man always a try.
So where you got to do about? So them to make it go on illegally then? Make it just illegal, said we. Eh?
If you're right now.
No, may I ask if they must continue to make it be illegal?
No, man.
Then if it not continue to make it illegal, why you going to complain and say it's illegal and a man in a hotel and sell it to tourists?
Sometimes I just want to, I don't want to go to a channel where every man.
No, but you can't tell a man channel, which way to channel him ganja. If you plant your ganja and you want to sell it to tourists, or you want to sell it to Jamaica, you're free. Don't where you open a shop. You have a craft shop. If you want to sell things to that or that, you know, that's free to do it, man. I mean, you worry about the big man and know him going to sell for him something, Rasta. You know, just open a shop and sell pure ganja, man.
That's true, Muta.
Yeah.
I look on the cane field, Muta.
Yeah.
If you're a big man, come no poor man own cane field, no.
But I don't think a poor man should have own no cane field.
If you're a rich man, I talk about the cane for where they walk. I know it's a long time walk from me. I look at you. Then
the big man, you own any building in a Montego Bay?
No, I don't own a
building. Then appear big people own building in a Montego Bay in a Kingston.
Yeah.
So where you go do? Where you go do about that? Lick down the building, them because poor people don't own a big building.
No, we can't do that.
Yeah, so why you complain for? Why you complain say big man have this and big man have that? Why would them not have it?
Yeah,
the big man was once little man, you know. The biggest man was once a baby, you don't know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, then if the biggest man was once a baby, then you as a little man out there, you know, think that you can't get big too.
Yeah, man.
Then when you get big now and me, I mean, have a little picnic and I say, boy, you should have boy, I want big man, you know, you know nothing with him, you know. Want to take away him out.
No, man, I don't say that.
Yeah, then, you know, just make the big man go and get big man and you look at how you're going to get big too, man. You can't get big too, you know, I'm bigger than the big man, you know. Remember the first man, them in a mobile with me, you know, who have big hotel, you know, a ganja, them used to sell on cocaine, you know.
I know, they don't like see it, you know.
Alright, you know, that me I show you. So now it a come round the case now, say, well, here you know attack now, say, the big man in a hotel I go sell ganja. Then we're wrong with that. We're wrong with the big man in a hotel I sell ganja. I'm not sell cigarette too. And him sell all dildo and all them things too.
Little man there with it on the beach now, so they can't get for sale now.
Why him can't get for sale now? Him not sell it now. But him must sell it now.
Yeah, but him must sell less than.
But a whole heap of things I must sell lesser. A whole heap of things I must sell lesser. You know how much things man used to walk up and down and sell, and now they might get sell less side.
That's true.
Remember the cold supper? You know when name cold supper shop?
Cold supper.
You're too young for know a cold supper shop. Cold supper shop was a little shop where poor people used to own. A little thing like it's like a fast food restaurant, but it's set up in such a way where you have a cold stove and you have a little fat woman in it, and she'll sell ackee and saltfish, she'll sell fried fritters, and she puts in a little glass case. So until you want to come and say, sell me a little fried fish, sell me a little dumpling and thing, and you sell it. No, that gone because you have fast food restaurant now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so things evolve from fast food restaurant, from cold supper shop to fast food restaurant.
Alright, Muta.
Yes.
I'm glad for your teachment where I go out and say, because I am first time here talk about Kushite, you know. I'm really go look what is Kushite and them thing there and them something there. Me glad for all the teachment. I know for you, you're teaching on the streets still, you know. I know for you listen to your program when you have a clue, you know. You don't know any Muta. I know for you respect you out there.
So you plant ganja? Because I don't want you big me up here so now. Me ask if you plant ganja?
For my one purpose, a little bit. Me not really.
Yeah. So you wait for them legalize it to start sell it?
Huh?
You wait till them legalize it to start sell it?
No, man.
You not sell no ganja?
But I sell it right now.
Oh, then why you not sell it right now?
Sell it now and then, man.
Oh, then you go to make more money off of ganja than the hotel?
No, man.
Oh, you mean the hotel not sell no ganja? You are sell the ganja and make money and fight. Don't tell them I sell no ganja.
Yeah, tell them I sell pay Bob Marley shirt.
Yeah, but Bob Marley shirt legal.
With Bob Marley, I have to work a big flip.
Yeah, but Bob Marley shirt legal with a big split on it. Bob Marley shirt make him family make enough money, millions. Steve and them, man, there are millions of them make a fight.
I know that, man.
So what you say about that?
I good things.
Oh, then and you are sell herbs and no, and them not sell herbs and you are sell herbs.
I want in a blue moon, once in a blue moon.
Which one of the moon them blue? When time the moon blue? Tell me, I say once in a blue moon. When the moon blue? Every last Thursday and every month. 3 o'clock Saturday morning every year.
Some talking and then tell us, some talking and we see people there for a long time, but once in a blue moon.
Okay, so once in a blue moon you sell herbs.
Well, yeah.
They not sell herbs then, man.
No, I tell them, man.
Yeah. You need to step up your business, man.
No, man, we can't do it, man.
You need to go to the bank and get some money for broaden your ganja sales. Market your ganja, man.
For real.
Yes.
But Muta, you're massive. We're glad for your teachers, but
all right, sir.
Before we go. The sugar, what they look at you? They say sugar?
Yes, sir.
My mother buys some sugar, then brown.
Yes.
Well,
dark
brown.
Sugar. Yeah, dark sugar.
I'll mix up, I say, whole heap of jugs.
Dirtiness in there, yeah, dirty. They never used to fix the sugar properly.
Well, I don't really properly.
All right.
No, this are properly still. Well, this a sugar right now, it's too properly. It's too proper. Because sugar get fresher. Yeah, man.
So you know things are proper in them days them never advance enough to sieve out whatsoever in there and you know if you're supposed to eat all sugar neither, you know, that's the problem, you know.
I know that still, but
I want to play something here tonight, you know, where it will blow some people mind too when we start to play it. But what I say is that sugar, we shouldn't even think about sugar because it helps for parents and for going to slavery and bondage. As sugar make the whole heap of come here and stuff fire now.
Where the cane, the field come plant.
Yeah, white people want you plant sugar cane for make sugar and rum for go to Europe with.
And I cool there.
Yeah, and we in the hot, I heat up yourself and I get sunburn. Anyway, give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, man, bless up yourself.
Where you call from?
I'm over here with them, man.
Oh, you want to scam them?
No, man.
Oh, you mean no, man?
No, man, I don't do it, man. I know people do it, man.
Oh, they not get some money off of them?
No, man, I not get no money off of them.
Why not? Oh, you sell ganja and it's legal. Then look, you can't go scam to a kind of illegal, said we.
Boy, every to each his own, you know. And everybody can do a scamming more.
But everybody, all right, so you sell herbs the next man scam?
And everybody can sell herbs either. I know you go. Well, the scammer, they're good, man.
Me laugh, I don't know, because then I interview a scammer, and they tell me some things I know. I interview a man who sell ganja, you tell me some things I know. So.
Well, we think black people first get scammed still, you know.
Whether you first or you last, scam.
Wait, you think black people first get scammed.
Me I think say, like how you know whole heap of scammer.
No, I don't know whole heap, man.
Then that you just say, man.
I say, I know some.
Okay, well, some are how much?
Some can be 3.
Then 3 no whole heap. Me don't know none.
They say interview one with,
but me don't know him. Me just say interview. But what me I say, as a man who sell herbs, you know, if you link up with that scammer man and see how you can, you know, amalgamate to the business, put the business together, you a scam, him and sell herbs. Because remember the two of them illegal anyway. So what we have to know is amalgamate the two business, them, the scammer and the herbs. It's like some man who sell coke. You know why help a man get dead when he sell coke? Because when a man take a coke, he might get all flour. Yeah, that's how they get about all flour. The man believes I mix up the coke with some mad craziness. And the man said, this him sell me, and him just go to kill him.
It's killing me right there, sir.
Yeah, so as a herbs man now, we know say you're not going to scam no man, but we know say the scammer will scam you. But through herbs, him not going to scam you. Because I say, boy, it's a foreign team I work with.
I want to with this scammer them in the motor. When they start scam, they feel I can scam everybody, you know.
So none of them ever scam you yet?
No, man, me no.
You don't have nothing for scam. You don't have nothing for get scam. Anyway, we have to move your door.
All right, go on with the works and protect yourself and protection.
Give thanks. Yes. All right, sir. Today's Ash Wednesday. You know them take the ashes and write in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost by your forehead. Roman Catholic people them do that. Them go to church today and In the name of the Father and the Son of the Holy Ghost. Oh, Ash Wednesday can't start by Ash Thursday. I mean, why them can't have Ash Thursday? Why it always have to be Ash Wednesday? Why the beginning of Lent must start on a Wednesday? And Easter is not all the same time all the while. Because sometimes Easter fall in March, depending on the moon, and sometimes Easter fall in April. Why Easter Monday have to be Monday? Really? And Easter Sunday have to be Sunday? Because them say them kill Jesus on a weekend. So any weekend will do, depending on when the moon fall in the spring or in the Lenten season. Them say the Lenten season. We have the Lenten period where Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, died for our sins on the cross of Calvary. But yet still, though our sins may be as white as snow, as scarlet, those our sin may be as scarlet, it shall be as white as snow. What a thing. What a thing. Yet snow, scarlet sin. Can you imagine how much sin was washed away during this winter season in America? Because when you look in America now, it's pure whiteness, you see. So all the sins have been washed away with that snow. Snow wash with sin, you know. Yes, snow wash with sin. So all the sinners want to find themselves in America, in Rasta, and get some whiteness in our own life, because that is where the whole thing is. If you're white, it's all right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, get back, or you better attack. You know, say it's not good for stay in a white man country too long.
Way before, long before, way before a virus came.
Yes.
El Muta.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man, I'm Mandingo.
Wow, you the man?
Yeah, the man. Everything is everything.
Yeah, man, we there, man.
Yeah. Yes, for real. I want to pay tribute to my favorite musician and the genius who created the reggae rhythm at Studio One in March 1968 through the cable song Baby Why. The man Jackie Mitu, who was born on the 3rd of March 1948 in East Kingston, and grew up with his grandmother in his early years in the parish of Marcus Garvey, St. Anne.
All right, let me tell you something now. May you reason about that thing.
Yeah.
All right, me have Lee, Bonnie Lee, Derek Morgan.
Yes.
Where the keyboard player name again? Oh gosh, man. Anyway, we have a group of man in the studio a couple of years ago, and we talk about where this reggae thing come from. All of the man them who did it, including the man who them say create the beat. Oh gosh, man, where the keyboard player name again? Anyway,
You talk Glenn Adams.
I think it's Glenn Adams. You know what them say? One, them say Bangarang was the first reggae song. That is the first thing. The name, the first time it was called in a tune was Clancy Eccles do a tune and call the name reggae in a tune, because people did that say is Toots do it. So
Well, we know say Toots had the word, the title, do the reggae in the title. Wasn't the first reggae song, but do the title.
Yeah, but Clancy Eccles.
Bonnie, I'm a good friend.
No, we're not. Clancy Eccles, them say, which we play the tune, it was the first song that called the name reggae in the song. Bangarang, which is a whole heap of man that tell me this, you know. I talk about man who there in the studio. Who
yeah, me know all who you mentioned.
Yeah, so where you say no, me know you know them, but when I say no, the reason why we bring up that, you know, is because the history seems to be vague. Because here is it now that you say is Jackie me to create the reggae beat, And Baby Y.
Yes.
And Baby Y was the first reggae song. But you didn't have reggae song before Baby Y.
Yes. But I'm saying Baby Y because reggae, as Bonnie Lee himself will tell you, and Bonnie is my brethren, is defined by the organ shuffle.
Yeah.
Which Jackie Mitu created in March of 1968 at Studio One when the Cables came to him to voice the song Baby Y for Clement Cox for that.
No, when name they produce Baby Y?
Organ shuffle.
Wait, no, when name they produce Baby Y? No, Lincoln.
No, Studio One.
No, Lincoln produced Baby Y.
No.
Okay.
This Clement Cox for that who produced Baby Y.
Okay.
And on the same session,
come on,
them they do the rocksteady tune. What kind of world?
Yeah, but man, I said Nanny Goat. Man said Nanny Goat was the first reggae too.
No, it was one of the early ones, but Nanny Goat was recorded after Baby Y.
So when Bangarang was recorded.
Bangarang was late 1960, which is why it's not the first one.
Yeah, but so that means that the man them who the thing don't know what them are saying.
No, I wouldn't say them don't know what them are saying. Them was simply mistaken in terms of the timing.
Yeah, but the man who played the song I say I him created. The man who played the tune say at the first reggae song. Herman, Bongo Herman and all them man they give credence to that.
Listen,
Bonnie
Glenn
Lee.
Adams is now dead. Glenn Adams dead, the keyboard player and thing. But even if Glenn were alive, I would tell him straight, and he knows that he never played the first Bangarang came out in late 1968, and can check the records and see that.
No, but I check the records. I check the records by talking to the man them who make the history. Me not talk about something written.
Right.
Me not talk about the man them who dead there. Derek Morgan.
All right, well, listen, Jackie Mitu, who me just talked about is dead, but Elbert Stewart from the Cables, who is now in Baltimore, Maryland, can attest to what I am saying. The lead singer for the Cables, Cable Drummond, can also attest to what I am saying.
Yeah, all right.
Right? Cable Drummond, who is in Florida, U.S., the lead singer of the Cables can attest to that and so. And Nanny Goat originally is Jacob Miller's song, but Coxo gave it to Larry and Alvin to sing. Larry being Larry Marshall.
Yeah, me know. All right. Where Junior Lincoln have to do with Baby Y?
Junior Lincoln wasn't involved in the production of Baby Y. Junior Lincoln used to run a label where he used to release some of Cox's songs in England on the Bamboo label.
Oh, so he never have nothing to do with Baby Y then?
No.
Okay.
But he used to have a record shop on Strut Green Road in Finsbury Park, North London.
I bet you by the program finished.
And the label name Ashanti.
Yeah, listen to the program. Yeah, listen to the program, Mr. Friday.
Yes, man.
All right, I bet you by the year, but I bet you by the program done, you have to hear a man give me a different reasoning about what you say.
Yeah, I hear what you say. But you notice at the same time, I give you the two cables then, and in fact I will even make some, you can line up with them. Cable Drummond, the lead singer of the Cables, and also Elbert Stewart of the Cables.
Yeah.
We give them as my references.
Yeah, and me I give you my references, so I don't know how to go.
Yes, man, me here, me know.
Yeah.
What we'll work,
I don't know, you know.
We'll work things out. Me what must that?
Yeah, I don't know, you know. I just go off where the man them tell me. Because I wasn't there, and there's nothing written there. There's just a man them who's alive at this time. I tried to interview them before man passed, so you know, you're nothing. And this is what I...
Yes. No, Bangarang, produced by Bonnie Lee, sung by Stranger Cool, my brethren, but that was done late 1960.
All right, but you said that already. Yeah, you said that already.
All right.
Yeah, so that's about Jackie Me Too. No, you said Jackie Me Too. You say that You did appear
Yes,
home
yes,
in
I
Jackie
was.
me too.
Yes, that was born on the 3rd of March 1948, you know.
Okay.
And, you know, so respect to Jackie me too, who Bonnie Lee loves greatly too, you know, and
Yeah.
thing, legendary, you know.
Of
My
course.
favorite musician,
Of-
you know.
of course, man.
And he was actually born in East Kingston, run by Youth Square Way, Franklin Town.
Well, you know, so most of the musicians them born in East Kingston and most of the singers them born in West Kingston. It's really irony and ironies.
Well, it makes, I want to tell you, them born in a different parishes, because when you take a stock, a lot of people who say them born certain places, when you really check out
Them
the
never
truth,
born there.
them don't born there. So,
Well, not
because
really
take,
born.
for example, Owen Gray.
Yeah.
Take, for example, Owen Gray, one of the pioneers. Owen Gray was actually born in the parish of St. Anne.
All right, when we say born, I mean the coming together of the music in a certain way, like the coming together of instrumental music in a East Kingston, and the coming together of the singers happening in West Kingston. Whether them born in there or not, but like Bob Marley never born in West Kingston, I sent on him born, but him reach a West Kingston. But I say most of the singers them come out of that Western Kingston time, and then most of the instrumentalists.
Put it weird, not to be pedantic, but West Kingston is like Denham Town and thing, because it's a Trench Town and St. Andrew. And St. Andrew, the parish of St. Andrew, whose capital is Tree, while the capital of the parish of Kingston is Kingston.
Yeah, but
like,
all right.
For example,
No, but if you talk
originally,
if you talk about
but
more,
as a teenager in Trench Town.
no, if you talk, no, we're not talking about them band, no, you know, may I say that the coming together of the music, instrumentals and singing, most of the instrumentalists them congregate more in a Eastern Kingston. And most of the Rockford.
Okay, in terms of the congregation.
Yeah, like Mystic Revelation, you know, Cedric Brooks, you know, Dizzy, more.
Drummond was from Wild Street, Almontown.
Yeah, but him didn't have the East Kingston vibes. Him didn't have the East Kingston vibes anyway. Mystic Revelation, East Kingston.
Yes. Well, we call from east of King Street, we call it east in a general sense.
Yeah, so it does not mean I say that it just, you know, it just simple look mystic that, you
irrespective of where them born then.
Yeah.
But in terms of the coming together and the gelling. But it is understandable why what is called east then, which is east of King Street going towards Rockford and
Rockford,
almost to Bull Bay. It's east then, which is east of King Street going towards Rockford and
Rockford,
almost to Bull Bay. It is because the eastern region is the original nightclub region of that urban area. That's where you have the clubs, Club of Astra, Club of Vanna, Bournemouth Gardens, and that type of thing. I mean, for example, Slide Down Bar, born at Slipdock Road East, but most people don't know that. But him grew up Waterhouse, you know what I mean? Slide Down Bar, my brethren, you know what I mean? But so musically, the reason why is because most of the nightclubs was in the East. The West never had the amount of nightclubs that the East had. Places like Raytown and along the Windward Road going out. And as I just mentioned, some of the clubs, Club of Dastra, Club of Vanna out by Rockford. So that was the nightclub area. When you wanted nightlife, you had to go to the East.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the reason where that is concerned. And I must refer to my brethren and your brethren too, with teacher at Kingston Technical, Laxley Comrie, who has written a piece called The Golden Triangle, whereby the Golden Triangle is Denham Town, Trench Town, and Greenwich Farm.
Yeah.
Because Greenwich Farm where Bonnie Lee is from. Because, for example, you find, as Bonnie Lee will also agree, that some people have a tendency to just want to mention just trench down, and leave out the role of artists from Denham down.
Anatone too. I think Marcia Griffiths come from Anatone, I think.
Yes, Marcia Griffiths is from Anatone.
Yeah.
You know, the Blues Busters were based in Anatone. It's one of them discover Marcia. You know what I mean? And of course, when it come on to the studio thing, Studio One established in 1963 at Brentford Road, now Studio One Boulevard. You know, formerly it was a nightclub known as the End, and so that is in the Crossroads region, as we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So adjoining Trenchtown, downtown, Kingston, etc. You know? And so, you know.
Right.
And of course, we want to remember the man who invented the traffic lights, whose birthday, Earth Day, was yesterday, the 4th of March. Garrett Augustus Morgan Sr., who was born on the 4th of March, 1877, and became an ancestor on the 27th of July, 1963. So, African people and other people remember when we're going through the traffic lights. And of course, both you and I know this from school.
From Kingston Technical Days.
Exactly. Exactly. You hear people talking about Ivan Van Sertima. But the original man who Ivan Van Sertima and others get information about African history in the Western Hemisphere is from the Jamaican from Westmoreland, Joel A. Rogers. Who used to lecture at some of Marcus Garvey's meetings in the U.S.
Great men of color, sex and race. 100 amazing facts about the Negro.
We done with the N-word about the African, which we've been reading from school days. At the same time when Malcolm X book and other Black Power books were banned by the ULAS Shearer regime.
One of the blackest prime minister.
It and others. You know?
Yeah, we used to have to cover the book with other cover. First time when I read Malcolm X autobiography, we have to tear off the cover and use a novel and put on that.
As a cover.
Yeah.
Because it was illegal in our time going to school there at Kingston Technical and the whole of Jamaica. In the Black Power book and that type of thing. And, you know, I have to give credit to the physics teacher, Marcus Garvey Jr.
And Laxley Comrie.
Marcus Garvey himself.
And Laxley Comrie too.
And Laxley Comrie, you know.
You'd have a little sneaking one to teach English in China. I don't remember his name. But him used to in the blackness, but him never used to show it like Laxley.
And Slim, I used to wear glasses.
Him tall like. Him used to teach English literature, man.
I think him the name Munus Bennett.
I don't remember what his name, but him used to have some argument too. Him used to have some serious argument that him never really come out fully with it. You know what I mean?
Yes, he was really undercover. Yes, man, I know. I think his Munus Bennett was his name, you know?
Yeah.
I think was his name. By the way, it's interesting talking about reparations that Dillinger, DJ from Walton Park Road and so, he's now here on tour and got a brand new album out. The title track is called Reparation Now.
Yeah.
You know, Reparation Now, and the lyrics are good. You know, he's here on tour with Yellow Man. Cornell Campbell is here on tour, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, the touring season has come up, you know. The touring season has come up full.
Yes, because summertime in Europe, you know, it's all over. So, because I heard you saying, looking thing. But you know how I look on that? What PNP and GLP politicians have done, which has been very, very wrong, and which we as conscious Africans have to fight against, is the fact that we in the music industry have to really establish Jamaica as a center, as a magnet of attraction for people wanting to hear authentic Jamaican music, be it rocksteady, ska, mento, reggae, and thing, to come to Jamaica all year round to hear good reggae music, because there's too much of a tendency that our artists, our musicians, for them to survive economically, they have to tour abroad, Europe and thing. Nothing is wrong with touring abroad, you know. But my point is, because there's a lack of suitable alternatives for our music people to earn money in Jamaica all year round, you find that a lot of liberties and exploitation has taken place over the years and continue to take place over the years against our musicians from Jamaica when they go abroad.
But I can tell you something now. The other flip side of that kind is that the amount of artists that Jamaica produce, I don't think that Jamaica can sustain the amount of music venue and music festival to make them eat a food like how you see the artists them eat food now. Because in Europe alone, in America alone, you have 400 different festivals that go on, and most of them have reggae artists on it. I don't know
that is true. Japan and places like
I don't know if the amount of artists where I see Panal, Ratatam, and which is mostly Jamaican artists, and you know, Sundance, Alan in Holland, which is all most. The majority of artists on it is Jamaican.
I
don't
agree
think
with
so.
you on that.
Yeah, so you know.
But you know what I add to that? I agree with you on that. But what I'm saying, if we were to increase, and we must increase, music shows in Jamaica and so on, it would help definitely to offset the kind of liberties that a lot of our musicians have to endure in going overseas.
Like what the liberty, for instance, the liberty. Tell me the liberty.
All right, take for example, a lot of Jamaican musicians are now out of a job because the promoters abroad say, just come just as singer, don't bring your band. And so what you find are some non-Jamaican musicians who are the so-called backing bands. Right at once, through what you're doing is boxing food out of the mouth of the Jamaican musicians who formerly used to tour with the singers and the DJs.
I agree with you.
And I don't care who wants to be vexed. I am a
Gambia. No, I know vexed. I couldn't be. That's why I sit on here, so I don't miss the program.
Seeing our artists, especially the ones who say that they are Africanists, being backed by non-African musicians. I say that straight, and I don't care who wants to be vexed.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill who wants to be vexed. In other words, for example, a burning spear must be backed by African musicians from Jamaica because we have them, etc., etc., etc. Because what has been happening is that after a while, what the singers and the DJs don't realize, after a while, if continuing along that trend, what is going to happen is that you find that they eventually will be replaced by
the artists will eventually be replaced because the musicians are replaced.
Precisely. But them start with the musicians first, so it's a divide and rule thing. So artists must insist and say, no, our Jamaican musicians who make the music, which is why you're bringing us to your country.
But Brethren, why you think me can do so much stepping razor and cutting edge? The reason why me I do so much cutting edge and me on go move in certain time, you know, because that is the same very reason. A man want to tell you, say, boy, right now, you know, him have a band we can back you. You know, I mean, my tune, them are not a 2-card tune. My tune, them are not. My tune are very. My music, ask any musician who play with me. A very complicated music me have, and I just, you know, 2-card. You have to know how to, you know, synchronize and do things.
Well, you know, I know your music because as a producer myself, which you know that because I produce Sugar Mine.
So you know, a man must know so well, really and truly, when we are playing music. Yes, you have man who go out there because him really want to do the show them and tour and thing, but you know, there's more of replacement are going now than ever before of Jamaican musicians in Europe. More. There's more replacement now than ever before.
And I see it every day. I see, for example, Dan Carlos, who is currently based in the States. Him come a few years, exactly, Bushman and so, and Everton Blender,
Luciano, Abyssinians, Diamonds, all everybody.
Yes.
The musicians get replaced.
And I don't like that.
Yes. We couldn't like that. Anyway, we have to move your brethren.
Yes, so anyhow, go and keep up the good work.
Yes.
And because we know that the fight where Africans have worldwide is a continuous fight that we have to do, but we will achieve victory.
You give thanks.
So I'll end with the Marcus Garvey, one God, one aim, one destiny.
Yeah, blessed man. Yes, sir. Yes. Mandingo. That's Raspido. The late, great
Hello?
Raspido. Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Muta, I've been here listening to your program. As I said, it's a wonderful program. What I want to find out, we have dates for Christmas. Do they have an exact date for Easter? Because that's one supposed to be in the books. You may not have his birth, but you must have the death of Jesus. So,
All right, I think what them do is go out for the moon. And I owe myself to it, but I think what them do is go out for the moon, the first new moon in a spring, and then them base it up off of the Lenten period, and then them say, well, the Monday. You know what, I really don't know exactly.
why I ask
But
is
them it have something to do with spring and the moon and how them gear it towards how Easter come about. The Passover, the Passover, you see?
Yeah.
The Israelites celebrate the Passover. You know, this is when the Israelites supposedly left Egypt. And them left him in a spring. That is when them leave it. In the month of Abib, Israel came out of Egypt, which is the springtime. So them fuse that Passover with the Last Supper, and then now them fuse that now with the Easter celebration.
So they don't have an exact day.
Well,
because Romans always have things notarized, and if you're gonna kill somebody on a day, you're supposed to know. Say.
Well, them not have no exact day for him birth neither.
No, well.
Them just say the 25th of December.
Well, you cannot know because the person no mean register, but the death, they're in a government institution,
yes,
and
yes.
It's a recorded thing that you kill this person at this time.
Yeah, but them don't have no date. Them what it shows you is that it has nothing. The period in which them celebrate this idea has nothing to do with the dead. It has something to do with it's a cultural thing. Them a play out, and then them fuse this idea of the resurrection with it. But it don't have nothing to do with a resurrection in per se. It has something to do with what they were bringing cross.
Okay.
In terms of the Passover.
Yeah.
Because this Last Supper where them claim about, the Jews, them don't celebrate it as Last Supper, them celebrate it as Passover. This is the time when the Israelites passed over the Red Sea, out of Egypt, in the land of the Promised Land, whatsoever. So
this is another thing again.
Yeah.
They say that in the time of taxes, he was born. So it would be it would be in the spring. Wouldn't that be?
Well, I don't know when them used to celebrate, when them used to collect taxes, but I know, say, them used to celebrate Christmas in September too, you know. Them used to celebrate Christmas in September, you know.
Well, anyway, let's not get crazy about it.
No, me not get crazy. You bring it up. Me I tell you, say them used to celebrate.
No, I'm not saying you getting crazy.
Them.
Let's not get crazy about it.
Yeah.
It's already on the books. But I just wanted to know if there was an exact
date. No, there's no exact date.
It's a criminal thing, and they put it in.
Yeah, me know them should have an exact date, but it's really a time them I work with, not a date. Them I work with a time.
Okay, then bless up. Muta, we are alumni, you know.
Okay, yeah, I used to go to school.
Janet Jones.
They never, your man just called a while ago who come from the same school to Kingston.
Yeah, Katie. The both of us went to Vauxhall and Katie.
Which Vauxhall?
This is the short singer, Janet Jones.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, mixed up. So me never used to go Vauxhall, man. At Wesley, me used to go.
Where?
At Wesley Primary School, me used to go. We used to come over Vauxhall, come Stone, you know.
Oh, I thought you said you used to go Vauxhall one of the times.
No, sir. What me used to do, we used to come over there, come play, and when no win with Stone, you know. And broke fight and bust one another head and run, go back. St. Michael and Wesley. St. Michael was nearer to GP. Wesley was down at Rosemary Lane and Vauxhall out on the Rockford Road, that Rockford Road. Victoria Avenue or whatever. Anyway, we used to go over there go fight. When we are playing cricket and them thing and we win and don't know why accept the winnings. A pure stone war. So much people are going with busted and all them and a ball. Anyway, give thanks, get cut off. Okay. Remember the delinquent brethren in the school there. Remember the delinquent brethren in the school there, you know. Him after me tell him to do one thing, him do the next thing. And put me in a precarious position. You understand? Very, very delinquent brethren, Jalan and Naya. Jalan and Naya, how you do, sir? In this Ashwin, you get your ashes for your forehead, sir?
No, you know, me not in that.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. You never get no. Then I want to talk about power
cross the river, though.
You cross the river?
And jump Bingy.
Jordan River?
No,
Montego. Okay. Where going down? Where did I go down there?
Honorable Priest Kailash was invited to the indigenous village in Montego Bay and had a lecture there and a small demonstration. So we're coming in from there. You know?
So I never hear about it.
Well, you know, Muta is not everything
me hear about. Me supposed to hear about.
Yeah, man.
It's not everything me supposed to hear about. They keep secret from me. I don't know.
No, we don't have no secret, but, you know, we make sure that you're tuned in to the things that you're
supposed to get tuned into.
Because we know you're busy, you know?
Yeah. Oh, me.
Yeah, man. The man have no work to do.
I do have no work. You have a yard. I sit on my yard and watch TV. Lord Order. I am addicted to Lord Order. You can't believe that.
Serious show, you know?
I am addicted to it.
It's a serious show.
I don't want to watch nothing else on TV again for the past 3 months. Lord Order. If anybody ever knock on my gate and me watch Lord Order, they have to sit down there 1 hour before me go. Anyway, the Great Physician International. We want to hear the brethren.
Yes, blessed love, honorable.
Blessed man. Give thanks. The eyes from
St. Lucia. I was born in St. Lucia.
Okay, St. Lucia. And you're Bobo?
Yes, I'm a priest of the Ethiopia Africa Black
International. All right. And you have this book, you know, this very interesting look. The Great Physician International, the Herbal Manual. Now, what the matrix of
herbal medicine?
All right, explain the matrix of herbal medicine. When you say the matrix, what do you mean of herbal medicine?
Well, I gave thanks even to be on the program with the tonight specifically. As I said, I'm the ambassador of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, a medical school graduate, but yet still a herbal physician, a practicing herbal physician. And the herbal manual being the matrix of herbal medicine basically is a book that don't just jump specifically right into if you have a headache, drink a rosemary, or if you have a toothache, chew on some clove. It actually begins from the physical structure of the human anatomy, whereby we go from a cellular level, whereby we teach people of exactly of the cell, the smallest structural and functional unit of the physical structure. Then we go into the whole aspect of different systems, and we relate to it exactly what herbs would have a greater efficacy to the individual systems. And then we go into the whole realms of identifying the herbs individually, describing them and giving you the phytochemical contents and their therapeutic properties. And further to the end of the book, we would go into the whole aspect of particular guidelines, for instance, diabetes, fibroids, or if someone just to live and live properly and eat properly.
All right. Now listen to the iron. It does run across my thoughts. There is a abundance of books right now on herbal, on holistic health, herbal health, vegetarian diet, and everybody lay claims to, you know, certain healing bushes, certain, you know, you have to drink that, I eat that, I don't eat that, don't drink that. What would make the eye book different from the crowd? Because there's a crowd of books out there on the same topic, herbal healing, herbal manual. You know, I remember the first book I ever read about them thing there is the Back to Eden. I never know no more book about this, but Back to Eden. And it used to show you certain things and show you certain things. Then after that now, there's a period of time when everybody started to get conscious. Herbal manual, you know. So now we say the Brethren book, you know, what would make the I book stand out from the crowd?
Well, the book that we present is basically a book that actually combines the whole aspect of the medical, the allopathic medicine with the herbal medicine. We are not looking at it from the perspective of just replacing the aspirin or the Tylenol with a bush. We are actually teaching people first of the physical structure. That's why we said the book is not a book that just jumps straight into the herbs. So for instance, for someone to be able to deal with diabetes effectively, that person would have to understand first and foremost exactly what diabetes is. Now, if it is that you're going to tell someone, okay, well, drink neem bush for diabetes, and if this person understands, well, look, diabetes is a metabolic disorder, that means, well, your cells, which actually is the smallest structural and functional unit, contains a membrane that actually prevents the blood sugar level from going right into the cell where it is needed to actually give that cell energy. And then this person would understand, well, look, you need the insulin to actually open the doors of that cell to allow the glucose to actually to come in from your blood into that cell to get that energy that you actually require. So our book goes many steps further into educating people of how the physical structure actually operates. So many people these days would be diagnosed with diseases like fibroids. So you might have books that say, okay, well, drink this bush or rub some castor oil or drink molasses. But our book actually explains to you exactly what fibroids is. In our practice, specifically, we find it's very important that a patient or a sick person understand exactly what disease that they are suffering from. That's the first step, that knowledge of self. Because most times someone will go to the doctor, they diagnose with cancer, and right away the doctor says, well, okay, you have a tumor in the breast, we have to cut it out, you have leukemia, you have to take chemotherapy immediately. But when someone understands, well, look, take a breather, relax. If it is that you diagnose with cancer today, you've been living with cancer for the past 10 years. The cancer cell being so tiny, it's not something that you could palpate, you cannot feel it, you cannot squeeze it, you cannot say, well, look, I have this lump on my breast. Why? Because it's at the cellular level, it is tiny. You need a microscope to actually see it. Now, if you feed that cancer cell for a period of 5 years, by what? By bad lifestyle, which could be the foods that you actually eating, it could be the exposure to environmental intoxicants like the BPA in your plastic drinks, your placental extracts in your makeups, the parabens in your antiperspirants, the diethylstilbestrol in the chicken that you are eating, the synthetic hormones, the cow milk that puts the mucus in your system, the sugars you eat that actually feeds the cancer cell, maybe you're a woman and you're on birth controls, then you understand, well, look, you had this cancer cell, which was a cell tiny that you need a microscope to see, but because of your lifestyle, you have fed this cancer cell to actually get to the size of maybe a lemon or a lime or a grain of pea. Then you understand, well, this is the lifestyle that led to this particular disease. Hence, you'd be able to begin to eliminate certain things and say, well, look, okay, well, if the chicken actually makes the breast cancer grow, I'll eliminate the chicken. If the parabens in the antiperspirant go, I'll eliminate it. I'll use some lime underneath my arm instead. So our book don't only go into the herbs and what the herb is used for. We bring the knowledge of the human anatomy, whereby and pathology also, whereby people have that firm understanding of exactly what is it that they are fighting, and hence they could use the herb with that level of confidence in counteracting the diseases that they are suffering from.
Let me ask you something about, since everybody knows about cancer, right now the big thing now is cancer, and everybody knows is about to heal cancer. Most of the time you hear people are talking now, them say, yeah, it's this cause of cancer, so you need to do this, All right. In the society where we live in now, all 10 different things can cause if you have cancer. You have people who eat good can get cancer.
Yes.
Because I'm in an environment where they might inhale toxic monoxide out of the car, they might drink out a plastic bottle. It might do so much different things. Or you would isolate. If a man say I have cancer, or you isolate. Like for instance, if him not smoke cigarette and him have cancer, or you're going to say, you know, say this a cause the cancer, or you're going to say, you're going to ask him first, and then say, those 10 things what you tell me, say, is that a cause the cancer, so eliminate that.
Well, basically, the cancer is a symptom, you know.
Yeah.
So first of all, you don't look at the cancer as the disease. You know, the disease is basically the thing that causes the manifestation of this cancer.
Yes.
So for instance, if a man has prostate cancer, then you'd have to understand what the man's prostate is. That means what is the anatomy? What's the size of the prostate supposed to be normally? So you question this individual about their lifestyle. You explain to them, okay, the prostate's supposed to be the size of a walnut. Right now, you might take a blood test, you might say your prostatic sensitive antibodies, which is your PSA, it might be elevated. Now, you must be very careful if that's still, because if you have sexual intercourse today and you go and do a test tomorrow, it might be elevated. If you have a particular test whereby they push a finger in your anus or they push maybe something to take a scan of the prostate, that will actually elevate the PSAs. Now, when you question someone about their lifestyle specifically, you have a 40-year-old, you have a 25-year-old, and you have an 80-year-old. As a man actually gets older, his testosterone level, which is the male hormone, actually would decrease. And then the female hormone, estrogen, would actually increase. This would naturally cause a natural enlargement of the prostate. So if you are dealing with, let's say, a 60-year-old, then you will be questioning him along the line of, okay, how often do you urinate? Are you diabetic? You know, do you have hypertension? Because someone that's diabetic might urinate 4 or 5 times in a night also. So you then begin a process of elimination where you say, okay, well, this man is about 60, 70 years old, so naturally his prostate would be getting enlarged. And maybe if he is doing this or doing that, or if he was someone who used to run a lot of women in his heydays, you know, this would actually also increase his propensity of developing prostate cancer. Whereas it's different than someone who's a 25-year-old. Right, that might have been exposed to an environmental intoxicant like a drug, a side effect to a pill. Maybe he went to Japan where they had the earthquake, and then he was around the place and he got prostate cancer based upon the radiation. Maybe he had an accident in trauma. He had a broken hip, and he had to.
Yeah, but wait a virgin. All right. Yeah, me hear what you say. You talk about all the different things that might cause it at different age group. Like, for instance, a 20-year-old man now, maybe he did go to Japan and him get contaminated. That 20-year-old man is now 60-year-old. But you say...
He's not 60. The 20-year-old, if he get contaminated with radiation, his prostate cancer would manifest in much quicker than that. He won't have time to reach 20. I'm 60.
No, all right. No, me just I use the different things where can manifest itself into cancer. And that's TNIO. What me I say is that you have people who did do things 20 years ago.
True, yes, of course.
Where it don't show up until 20 years after.
True.
You have man who has smoked cigarette for 20, 30 years and him go to hospital go test for cancer all the while and him not see it. And then 30 years down the line him hear say him have lung cancer. So what me I say now, the 30 years after smoking, and him did decide him going to stop smoke between the 30 years and the 20 years when him start, and him stop smoke after 20 years. So he might live a period of time where him not smoke no cigarette, but he might drink out a plastic bottle. Or him have a car where they tune up all the while, and him work in a garage where I create all sort of monoxide. When I say no, when you ask him the question them now, as a man, you say, well, how much year old he is? You say 60-year-old. You say, all right. Which part you work? Say, why you work in a garage? You say, so you have certain things around you, like whole heap of toxins and things out of chemicals, and you say, yes, you say, well, you know, say, you have to go stop working at a garage there. But maybe it's not the working at the garage cause the cancer. Is it something maybe that 20 years ago where, based upon what you say, what you say a while ago about 60, you have to ask the man the age, what he was doing. At 60-year-old, what are you doing? You drink out a plastic bottle? Well, maybe that again you cancer. Stop drinking out of the plastic bottle. You say, boy, you work in a garage with perfumes there, or you use certain chemicals, you have to stop using a chemical there. So you put him in a position now where you eliminate a whole heap of things we use at 60. Because him is 60 now, you said it must these things that is causing the development of the cancer. 10 years ago, you was using these things. But 20 years ago, he was doing something else where you don't come to. You just come to the 60 year. May I ask, how you come to grips with, after eliminating all of these things where somebody do, at 60 years old, what is the chances that what you tell him must do now to help eliminate the cancer, it's not going to be retroacted? Like, but it's not all of these things we might do at 60 cause the cancer, is when did I do 20 years ago cause the cancer. How the doctor come to that understanding that is this thing 20 years ago and not the thing 10 years ago cause it? You understand what I say?
I do understand what you say.
Yeah.
Well, basically, see, cancer, like I'll give you a specific example. For instance, there was this a brother right here from Jamaica. I met him in England. He was suffering from lymphoma, which is cancer of the lymph nodes. Now, understanding the cause of the cancer of the lymph node is different than, let's say, breast cancer, right? Because breast cancer in a woman might be, number one, it might be estrogen or progesterone sensitive, which is the female hormones. Or it might be not estrogen sensitive at all because of some other aspect, maybe trauma to the breast or whatever it is. Now, there are specific tests that you could do to actually find out what actually caused that cancer specifically, right? Okay. So then you could do maybe some specific hormone receptor sensitive tests. You could do some specific scans. You understand?
How you do those scans? How you do them? By technology? You use technology?
Well,
you personally would do it?
I personally?
Yeah, as a herb man, as a herbal man, or you personally that do it? Would you go back to the scanning machine?
No, I don't recommend scanning.
You're looking at him eye and say, just looking at him eye and say, yeah, this is that and this is that, so do this.
Well, we examine skin, we touch, we palpate, we feel, we question. But at the same time, we do deal with specific types of blood tests. I don't participate in whole heap of scan where more radiation is being placed upon that individual.
So you would suggest MRI scan for a man then, or X-ray? No,
I don't recommend MRI and X-rays. I wouldn't recommend MRI and X-rays.
Like if a man foot broke, and you want to figure out inside what is happening, or would you come to a conclusion about what is happening?
Well, an MRI wouldn't tell you what is happening.
Maybe an X-ray would.
An X-ray would show you where the bone is broken, But before we had X-ray, we had people that used to put bones back in place.
Yeah, so I ask you now, as a man who are dealing with the herbal thing now, what would you do to find out about this man's foot when it broke?
I'll feel it. Palpation, because you understand, because I went to medical school, so I know what the bone's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be shaped, so I could feel it and place my hands over it and put it back into position, put something around it, wrap it and put it back into place. So
a man who don't have your experience medically wouldn't understand it.
Well, they might not have my medical experience, but they might have had some experience in the field as an apprenticeship. Because even before there was medical school, my grandmother was healing people a long time. So it doesn't mean that you have to go to medical school to actually learn that. But your experience in life of dealing with people with these types of sicknesses or trauma would actually equip you enough to know, well, that bone's supposed to be here or this bone's supposed to be here. Yeah. Me specifically, because I studied medicine and know about what the bone's supposed to be, then I could analyze that.
Okay.
But someone without that experience would still have that capacity as an ancient healer to actually put these things back into position.
I know in the country, I know of any such persons in St. Lucia?
Yes.
I know of any such person at St. Lucia?
Yeah, man, there are many elderly people who put bones back together and put people back together. They rub you down 21 days, make you take a portion of baths, wrap you up, do cupping therapy, put you back into position. Yeah, man.
All right. This book, as I publish it?
Yeah, I wrote it. Yes.
No, publish.
Unpublished. Yeah, right, unpublished.
Okay, how long now this book out?
This book has been out from July.
Last year?
Last year.
And they are on a book tour?
Yes, on a book tour.
Alright, so why did I choose to come Jamaica now?
Jamaica?
I know your Bobo thing and Jalani there and all them something. Yeah, Jalani a good book.
Nah, Jamaica is a place specifically, you know. Jamaica is a special and divine place still.
Oh, I don't tune up sick people there.
Yeah, enough sick people there in Jamaica too.
Okay.
A lot of sick people throughout the Caribbean, you know.
Because you know, a lot of people that come to Jamaica don't come to these things because they will say, well, it look like we have to either test Jamaicans about the new thing or it's sick. It's either we're too sick or we're guinea pig.
Well, see, my trip in Jamaica also, you know, is because I've been coming to Jamaica many times, you know, and I've been analyzing, I've been invited by patients. As I say, I've had people with cancer here that we have healed, with lymphoma specifically and some type of cancers. We have come to Jamaica many times, and for instance, the Dutchy pot or the aluminum pot, that's prolific. Everybody use aluminum pots in Jamaica, you know, and that's one of the things that you'd find even in the Eastern Caribbean. The level of education towards the dangers of aluminum. You know, people know it gives Alzheimer's disease, it could cause diabetes and all these diseases. So people have actually eliminated these pots from the kitchen. You know, you might more tell someone, people might now be saying, leave in the stainless steel and go into titanium and clay pots or the yaba pots.
And stop with pot too.
You know, and stop with pot too. You know, so at the end of the day, you see the problems in Jamaica have a lot to do with the level of education. So what we do now in Jamaica is not just about coming and launch the book. We do intend to have a series of lectures and upliftment of the people to let them understand exactly how their lifestyle could actually...
So which other island you been to?
Well, I met you in England already, you know.
No, not
England is an island, you know.
No, we're not a British island. We're not a British island.
In the Caribbean.
Well, Australia is island too.
Of course.
Yeah, but when I say... Which other island you have been to? You're from St. Lucia in Jamaica now. Jamaican people sick, so you need to come and heal them. Which other island?
We have patients. We had an office in Dominica. We do lectures frequently in Dominica, Antigua, Tortola, St. Martin, St. Lucia, St. Vincent. The entire Eastern Caribbean islands, you know, we have patients coming in on 21-day treatment in our clinic in St. Lucia.
So you have a clinic in St. Lucia?
Yes, I have a clinic and restaurants.
Restaurants?
Yeah, vegan restaurants.
Which part of St. Lucia? You know, me come to St. You know, the weirdest thing, me come to St. Lucia.
Rodney Bay, we had
and some people carry me come to St. Lucia and say, carry me go to the health food store. And then I know which part of the health food store there. I have to say, all right, carry me just go to market then.
Okay.
So which part? Where do you have a health food store in a St. Lucia?
I have a health food shop. I have restaurants. The Food of Seven vegan restaurant, and my clinic is the Great Physician International. It's a clinic. It's a herbal clinic where people come in.
Talk slow, brethren, because I have to remember this, you know, because the first thing will get me ignorant, you know, is that me land in our country and tell a man to carry me go health food store, especially a Rasta.
Yeah, man.
Me tell Rasta to carry me go health food store already now. You know where I carry me go? Jamaican food, we sell ackee and saltfish and cow skin and curry goat and everything. I say, brethren, me not a Jamaican. Me don't eat Jamaican food. You understand? So me want to go to a place where me can eat my food and not be a Jamaican. Me don't want no oxtail. Because at the time, I don't know why people, as you land in our country, so they have to introduce you to some Jamaican oxtail and curry goat and you're Rasta. So, me want to know exactly which part of this place there, because anytime I come back to St. Lucia, at the item, I have to look up.
True.
Because me the most, ask any promoter in the world. Me the vexest man. Anytime I land in our country, I can't find a health food store. And when me ask a Rasta, them I carry. You know, anytime they are foreign, like, when I talk about island now, when I say foreign, I talk about America and other places, white people have to carry me go to health food store, you know?
Yeah.
Because most of the black people, them don't know which part of the health food store they use to curry goat. And where them call it hot steel. And cause that most of the musicians them eat. You see, when them say them want to go to a Jamaican restaurant, they want rice and peas and chicken, or rice and peas and cook up vegetable. See, Jalali know because at the same go. You understand? Escovitch fish and everything there. So tell the people them and tell me personally where the place there in St. Lucia. Even if people who are listening don't know which part of there, but me want to know where there.
Well, we have a branch in Rodney Bay, which is up in the north.
I know Rodney Bay.
Right, in Rodney Bay. We have a branch on number 7 High Street, that's in the city. And then we have a branch.
And you open on Sunday too?
Well, on special occasions for the Sunday, but we Monday to Friday, we close for the Sabbath and we open up on the Sunday for special catering occasions. And we have a branch in the south of the island that's in Viewfort. So it's
well, most of the time at Rodney, we end up
up north.
We end up around Rodney area.
Yes.
All right.
But it's not through the fault of the people themselves that they don't know where the health food shops are. It's
the fault of all.
It's the exposure that people have to these things. When I used to go to Antigua before, for instance, you never would find no grains like a spelt grain or like a quinoa or amaranth or any grain. Sometimes if you have the grain on the table, it will take weevils. But when people become more aware of the importance, what these grains actually represent, they begin to use it more. I remember 4 years ago, I came to Jamaica and I went to Bobo Hill. And I saw they had one moringa tree on the hill. I said, my Lord, there's moringa there. Right? You all should take that and plant it over all the hilltop. And start to use it. It contains this, it contains that, and then what? 4 years afterwards, the moringa business have just picked up huge in Jamaica. So when people become more aware.
Yeah, well, you are now, brethren. Me no have no patience with Rasta who can direct me to a health food restaurant because he's Rasta. Rasta supposed to have information. But if he's a Rasta and you live in an island, you're supposed to know which part the Rasta restaurant them there.
In my business, Rasta, the people that would support you most to come and eat a good food is the different type of people, Well,
we see that in a man. Watch out, me used to run a health food store. I think we opened the first health food store in a Kingston, there, so you see, appear. Uptown people,
yes,
come inside there, so. No, that's why I have no patience with Rasta when it come on to that. Because me I say, but how come me I sell the food that my Rasta supposed to eat and the Rasta now come at the store? It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So now when me go island or when me go a foreign now and Rasta carry me and I'm landing at the airport and me say, well, the first thing I want to go before me go, I don't tell you it's a restaurant, it's a health food store or a health food restaurant, Man drive me go store my Jamaican cuisines. I say, we go to the Jamaican cuisine where you carry me so far. It's Rasta. Me don't have no patience with that. Rasta supposed to carry me go a store where me can eat vegetarian food. Me no business where a man want tell me now, say, boy, right now, this and that. Because white people carry me go to vegetarian restaurant. If you don't have to ask them, say, so Muda, you want to go to a vegetarian restaurant? And him start to explain to me and tell me which part of the vegetarian restaurant. Me a Rasta, me go a Rasta place and Rasta don't know if you carry me Rasta. It's crazy.
Well, that's why right now you see most of the Rastafari. You see, the Rasta man really is 50 years ahead, and then the Rasta man get burned out. Because the ancient Rasta man is a man that will tell you he don't eat from that pot and he don't eat from this and he don't drink the pipe water, but most of the Rasta man burn out. And even the generation today, the generation pot and he don't eat from this and he don't drink the pipe water, but most of the Rasta man burn out. And even the generation today, the generation of burn out Rasta man, and you could see it now in the diseases in the Rastafari community. It's the same diseases in the bald community.
That's why I say I have no patience with it.
You understand? So the ancient livity of Rastafari is where the first ecologically sustainable living comes from.
Yes.
First organic farming comes from.
Yes.
Rastafari say marijuana.
Ital we used to call it. We never used to call it the organic.
Ital.
Yes.
Right? First marijuana legalized, it comes from 50 years ago. Repatriation, 50 years ago. The world just catching up. But the world has caught up now.
And Rasta get caught.
And who get caught?
Rasta. That word catch up and Rasta get caught.
The Rasta has been disenfranchised. The Rastafari livity, the culture, has been turned into a market.
Yes.
A way of life that even the Rasta man himself have been excluded from. So it is for the Rasta man now to take possession of what is his.
And that may I say.
Yeah.
And that may I say. And the I has taken possession of it. I may give thanks to the book, the great physician. So which part there you got there now after I leave here, so?
Well, definitely we'll have a book launch at the University of the West Indies. That is tomorrow at
Jalani place that.
Yeah,
him own up there.
Yeah, N1 lecture theater from 6 p.m. Tomorrow, and also we'll be offering some free consultations with the Rastafari community and any other person at the
up Neville.
None. That's Country Farmhouse.
Okay, a Rasta won that, you know.
Yeah, man. True, man.
That,
yeah, man. And when I give thanks still, you know, but at the end of the day, it's an upliftment that I could reach wherever we're supposed to reach as Rastafari still, because
of course,
at the end of the day, you know, the healing that the nation needs. I went medical school and I never saw anything at all that was there for healing. That's why it's a healthcare industry. It's not a health healing industry. They care you, and when people get to that understanding, well, look, the chief executive officer of a pharmaceutical company, he signs a contract for the betterment and the prosperity of the shareholders. You know, so if, for instance, you go and you research a herb like periwinkle. Periwinkle is a very potent herb. It contains a very strong anti-cancerous compound called vincristine. He cannot come and tell the public that periwinkle, the herb, contains vincristine, and the company will use it to make a chemotherapeutic drug. He'll be charged both civilly and criminally for that. Why? Because he'll be preventing the shareholders from making their profit. So people then have to begin to realize, well, look, the responsibility of me getting better is me, you know, because you can't sit down and wait for the capitalist system to get you better.
I agree with you.
You know, so what we're trying to do with our books, because we have a book on diabetes also, because I focus a lot on diabetes.
Oh, this is not your first book?
No, I have about 3 or 4 books.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a vegan cookbook. We have a book on diabetes called The Sugar Baby, Naturally Eradicating Diabetes. We have a more recent book that's You
sound like you have a specific thing about diabetes.
Yeah, man.
Diabetes is the one where you mention more than all the other ones.
Why? Because diabetes is worse than cancer, you know.
All right, tell me about it.
You know, you dying a bit. That's the worst thing about it. They call it the silent assassin.
Yeah, like blood pressure too. Them call it the silent assassin.
Because these things, like diabetes now, for instance, specifically. You know, we were brought from Africa, you know, as captives, you know, and we are here in exile. Now, when they brought us into exile, they never brought our foods with us. We used to eat teff and all the high grains, fermented foods, you know, and we now just giving the pig skin, the pig blood, the intestines, the rice and the sugar and all these things there for over 400 years. Yeah. Now, what this have caused specifically, because people don't understand that food could actually change the DNA. You know, people don't understand, well, your genetic information, your deoxyribonucleic acid, your blueprint, your plan, just like the plan that build this building. You know, an architect could take it and erase something, and if they're supposed to have a window over there, cross it out and put a straight line and there is no window. Same way with your physical structure. When you are exposed to a particular type of food for a long period of time, even once, in some instances, it could manipulate the genetic change. So, you see, because of the types of foods that we have been eating for a period of time, you have developed a type of children I call like the junk food generation. That's the children who develop diabetes at the age of 5.
I call them genetically modified people.
Genetically modified people.
Yeah.
Right? GMP.
Yes.
At the end of the day, this is the generation that we are dealing with right now. Now, with diabetes, you know, it's a disease that would end up with you getting blind. Diabetic retinopathy, diabetic glaucoma. You're going to have to cut off your leg. In St. Lucia, there is at least 2
Why you have to cut off your leg? Jalani, I kind of look funny to me.
Maybe you're ready.
I'm tired. The diabetes. I'm tired. All right, tell me why most people have diabetes now, not 2? Like them 2.
Yeah, in St. Lucia, you have 3 amputations every single day.
It's because the cut take longer for heal?
No, well,
I don't heal.
It's number one, because you see, when you have diabetes, you suffer from diabetic neuropathy. The nerves get damaged.
Yes.
So that message from your brain to your toes, it don't reach down there anymore. Then you have your vasculature, your veins and your arteries, they begin to collapse. Why? Because the blood contains too much sugar. You know. Now what happens is, because your blood has a lot of sugar, it becomes acidic. You know, and for wound to heal in your toe, your blood must be alkaline. and your blood and you must have fresh blood. Number one, to bring in oxygen, and you must have fresh blood to take out the worst materials of the sore, the abscess, the dead cells, and all these things. When you're diabetic, you don't really have that circulation to actually clean out and bring in the fresh supply of blood. So, and plus the high levels of sugar, so that wound there will not be able to heal properly at all. You know? Then this patient now would suffer from kidney failure, because normally if you're supposed to have 1 teaspoon of, I'm not saying you're supposed to have 1 teaspoon of sugar. If you're supposed to have 1 teaspoon of glucose in your blood, and you have 10 teaspoons of glucose in your blood, that means your kidneys now would have to start to filter out that excessive sugar through your urine. So when you urinate now, you will see pee. When you pee on the concrete, ants will come around the pee. Why? Because it contains so much sugar.
And it bore a hole in the concrete too.
Well, I don't know about that one there. Right?
Rotten dog light pose.
So that then actually damages your kidneys. You get kidney failure, your liver fails, you get blind. So diabetes, we take a keen interest because a lot of sufferation, and then you have the system that have been put in place whereby you have 20 dialysis machine in a country like St. Martin, that you could stay on one point and you could see the other point. On the Dutch side of St. Martin, you have 10 dialysis machine that does 2 cycles every day. So you have 20 people getting dialysis every single day with people on the waiting list. Yeah, you understand?
Let me ask you a question. The idea about the sugar take over your body, and them cutting off your toe because if things can get better. Explain what is happening. I mean, I understand that the cut now get better because of too much acidic contents and it not alkaline. But carry me through a process of why is it that I see more people now with no toe? And when I ask them, say it's diabetes, then eventually I see them foot get cut off. You know, explain to me what really happened this now, because me kind of get nervous.
All right.
Because too much of my brethren them me see.
Without toes.
Yeah, you know, it's like, it look away, you know.
Okay, if we look at, take for instance, I'm in the studio here. This studio here is completely separate from you on the outside. So we take this piece of the studio with the walls and the doors as a cell, maybe a cell in the toe. Okay? Now, this cell is in the toe, but the outside where you are is where the blood does actually travel. All right? Now, this person eat a piece of bread, so the blood sugar level has increased. But there is blood on the outside where you are that contains a lot of sugar. But inside of the studio where I am, the sugar just cannot enter into the studio. Right? For the sugar to enter into the studio, I would have to open that door and allow that sugar to enter into the studio. Now, when your blood sugar levels have actually increased, your brain now would send a chemical message to the pancreas. Say, pancreas, produce insulin. Now, when your pancreas produces that insulin, it's like that key that opens the door of the studio and allows that sugar to actually come into the cell where it could be utilized and broken down. So then you won't have that sugar on the outside. So if someone take a blood sugar test, you won't have so much sugar in your blood. But if all the sugar stay on the outside of the cell, your blood sugar level would be high. But if the blood sugar comes into the cell and utilized, your blood sugar would not be high. Now, there are also some chemicals, just like people might believe, well, okay, well, the BPA in the plastic only give a woman breast cancer or fibroids, or the diethylstyrbistrol or the synthetic estrogen in the chicken only give a woman fibroids. But understand also that when a woman is pregnant, she develops what you call gestational diabetes. That means that while she's pregnant, she's diabetic. After she gives birth and her hormones balance back again, she's not diabetic again. Why? These same synthetic chemicals, the same synthetic estrogen, it stimulates the pancreas to produce more insulin. So you develop what you call insulin resistant. It's just like you have a man, the first time he drink one beer, he gets drunk right away. Now, when he starts to drink beer, he could drink a case of beer, he never get drunk. He gets beer resistant. So in the whole aspect of diabetes now, to lead to the process where that toe cannot get healed, Not because the toe cannot get healed, but it's because of the modality of medicine you went to seek the treatment. The doctor could only do what they can do. Now, you might be giving it antibiotics, tinctures, ointments, all type of thing for the toe, but we are not controlling the blood sugar levels. So, to get that toe to heal and to prevent the doctor from cutting that toe, you have to go to the root of the problem. So, you must understand what causes the pancreas from producing excessive insulin. How is it that you're going to get the sugar out of the blood? So, you attack the blood sugar levels by changing the diet. Number one. So, what you do then, you start to give people more raw foods. So we start people on a 21-day program where you go 70% raw, 40% cook, 80% raw, 20% cook, 100% raw. Now the raw food actually helps to oxidize the excessive sugar. It's not like you cook the food and the food is dead and acidic. No, the raw food, even at a particular temperature also, maybe 45 degrees Celsius, you have all your enzymes activated. So your body now don't have to use its own enzymes to actually break down that food because the food comes into the system alive. So breaking down of that food is different. You also have herbs like the neem, the virgin coconut oil. All these things are hypoglycemic. They help to bring down the blood sugar naturally. You have lemon juice. That also helps to oxidize excessive sugar. You have the periwinkle bush, the dandelion. You also have exercise. So if someone who is diabetic needs to exercise to burn out the excessive sugar. And also, you cannot expect that all a doctor learns, is what they learn. So you cannot come and blame the doctor for cutting somebody's toe. The doctor is doing what is within his capabilities. I went to medical school. I did one course of nutrition, and that was part of a course of biochemistry. So I'm in no position to tell someone only because I went to medical school, well, boy, man, sprout the millet, and sprout the quinoa, man. Sprout the quinoa and use it, dehydrate it and use it. Or sprout the peas. Or don't use that or use this. No, you cannot do that because you don't have the background. What you have is the insulin, the glucophage, the metformin. If it don't work and the soil is not healing, you cut it off. So it's not just that the toes are being cut off by the disease, but by the approach that we have to actually deal with the disease. So you must change that approach, We ask ourselves a question. In St. Lucia, we say, well, why is it then when the Minister of Health is sick, they fly off and they go to Canada or they go to America or they go to Cuba to treat themselves? That means that the healthcare system within that country is not good enough for them. So why is it then good enough for the poor man? So
that's a question they all while.
So as soon as the poor man rich, poof, they just cut off his toes.
Yeah, all right, me could go back up to the argument about more raw food in the diet. This is dropping our spokes now in the reasoning. So you have to come out of it. Understand? Make you first understand, say, me love the idea of raw food. But you have man drop spokes in it. So I'm going to show you the spokes of them dropping it now. When you suggest raw food now means that the fertilizer in the vegetable is still active. Which part it come from for reach you? A lot of things, bacteria, reach that food. So if you now plant the food for yourself, maybe the suggestion of raw food is not the way out. Because now you get caught in where the food coming from, who plant the food, the modification of the food when it reach your plate, where you would have feel said this is the food now where it's good for destabilize the whole diabetic movement. How do I see that?
I'll ask you one question. If you have 1 glass of gromoxin, that's a pesticide, right? That's a chemical that they give to plants. You boil it and you drink it. What's the difference than boiling the gromoxin and drinking it? Or drinking the gromoxin without boiling?
Drinking the what?
The gromoxin, the poison or the fertilizer.
Yeah.
If you boil the fertilizer and you drink it.
Yeah. All right.
Or you drink the fertilizer raw. What's the difference?
Yeah, there's a difference in... Well, I tell you what I'm saying, that you are destroying some of the elements in the bacteria of the added fertilizer, that you make it dormant in the fire, in the cooking, as opposed to just eat drinking the gramazone. In other words, there are certain things that the fire will kill. There are certain bacteria that the fire will kill. But there's no killing of anything when you eat it raw. So in eating it raw, there's a possibility of you developing something else. Rather than you know saying cooking out and killing the bacteria in it.
I would take that point for bacteria or fungus or parasites.
Yeah.
But even if I go to that, but you cannot change a chemical like fertilizer and gumoxin or pesticide or lead-based fertilizer. No matter how you boil it, it's still going to be toxic. You know?
Yeah, we understand that.
Yeah, and the bacteria now and the fungus, these bacteria will form a spore. And you could boil it at 1,000 degrees Celsius and you still can't kill it. Now, what you would encourage someone to do, because you'd always be exposed to these things. Whether you cook it or you don't cook it, you can still get intoxicants in the food. So, a more holistic approach would be, ITAL farming, organic farming.
That is what I suggest.
That's
why I suggest that to be on the safe side, yes, you would now develop a farm that from your farm to your plate,
you
are really sure that what you are getting is something holistic that can help to destabilize that bacteria movement, that will make your alkaline develop in a very understandable way, rather than now doubting that this vegetable will come from this place. Who to tell that it now go poison me quicker than it's like when you watch TV and you say you have a sickness and them say you must use this tablet, and then them say the tablet is good for diabetes, but them now say no, the side effects of this tablet, and them spend most of the time in the advertisement and tell you what the side effects is, rather than tell you what it will heal. Well, it's a similar thing I bring to you now, where you will understand the holistic view, and you telling somebody say the raw food. But in this time now, when we look on Monsanto and all of these things we are coming at the island them,
true,
maybe we need to talk about developing ITAL farms fast, because we don't have no time again, you know. We don't have no time, you know. Them set it up a way, you know, where if you don't do it now, you know, it's a problem. So the more you can develop ITAL farms, or what them want to call organic farms, your reasoning about more raw food will be making more, it will be more important than just saying eat raw food. But where the raw food come from? That is what the question is. Yeah, eat raw food, yeah, but where the raw food come from? It come from some place where you don't ever want to associate with. Anyway, we give thanks still. Say the eye reach that level here. You know, as a Rastafari brethren, because it's always good to say Rasta take the scientific approach.
True.
You know, because them feel say we want to go on a spirit thing, and we are fuse everything. You know, we have fused the scientific approach with the spiritual approach, metaphysical and everything, and we would recommend say the ones them check out the eye. Which part the eye say the eye over there again? Neville Hall tomorrow.
Lecture hall number N1.
N1, yeah.
And I will be at the country farmhouse from 11 o'clock until 3 o'clock. Also,
which day?
That's tomorrow. Also, I'm leaving the country on Friday, so you're going to
the two places the same day.
Same day, one in the evening and one in the morning. So at the farmhouse, I'll be there from 11 until 3.
And at the
university, I'll be giving a lecture called "The Answer to Cancer."
Answer to Cancer.
Yeah, and we'll be launching the book formally at the N1 lecture hall. But you see the food now you talk about, right?
Like that.
Just 1 point, eh?
Yeah.
Vervine has more iron than broccoli.
Yeah.
You understand? So, Kalalu, you know, the grains of it have more vitamins B6 than broccoli. So, it's the perception of what people think about when they have food. So Spanish needle grows wild.
Of course.
But it's a very rich food. You know, so whereby you might have a stigma and you might feel good to have a big piece of broccoli in your basket and you push it in a trolley, right? If you are more aware of the importance of the wild herbs,
yes,
then you would understand that these are the real foods and not the so-called created foods that these people are talking about.
We also eat some things, and when people look at them, I wonder, oh, we are eat that. You know, we are saying, the wilder the food is, the more it is in the nature and the natural farm. Therefore, what you're searching for in that food, is more potent than a one that is cultivated.
True, man.
Especially how it is cultivated.
Of course.
Because sometimes you cultivate something, you know, and it is almost wild. But nowadays, how people cultivate things leave much to be desired. You don't ever want to put certain vegetable on your plate again. Believe you me, I'm afraid. I'm afraid, yeah, because you see all corn now, because let me look on all corn now. One time I used to love corn, you know. But you see right now, me now see the original Jamaican corn where you can go plant the seed. No, me I see them sell some corn, you know, that they might call it sweet corn, they might call it outside the corn by the supermarket shelf. And you know, say that gone, that America straight up, that get visa for come down here so and throw them visa now and just settle in a Jamaica totally. You know, so we don't really want to deal with that. Then now you have other things to like soya bean. Soya bean seem to be a very dangerous thing as now.
Genetically modified.
Yes, and so it's very difficult now unless you're going to some place like Canada. Because you have places in Canada where still...
Or Europe.
Europe is the best place.
Yeah, best place,
stiff penalties and stiff laws.
Yeah, for
GMOs. You have to label.
GMOs, yeah.
In America, it's a death trap. Death trap when it comes on to food. And that is where we get our most... Majority of food that we eat in Jamaica come from America, which is really a problem. You know, so we give thanks to the brethren.
Give thanks for having me.
We give thanks to the brethren, man.
Give thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Irie. You know? This is the cutting edge on Irie FM. We did a play Pido a while ago. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. The lady that was that, by the way, good lecture for a while. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
The lady that was asking about the Easter thing, and you were saying it's moon and star. No, you see Good Friday?
Yeah.
It's 40 days from today. It's Good Friday.
Yeah.
40 days from today is Good Friday.
So why them choose it?
Well, I don't know. But
then that she didn't ask, man. We take an answer.
No. She asked if there is a specific way to measure it up to Good Friday.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
No. What? So she asked, why is it that it's not the same date all the while? Date like Christmas is the 25th of December.
No, right, Dada. You know why it can be? Okay, it's 40 days from today, right?
Yeah.
But remember now, the Friday, they almost fall on the 40 days, you know.
No.
So with 38 from now or 41.
Hold on, Virgin. Today is Ash Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Why today is Ash Wednesday?
No, I don't know.
Then that we ask now, why is it that it's not the same date every year is Ash Wednesday?
No, I thought you meant it's the Good Friday.
No, when is it's a period leading up to Good Friday we are dealing with it now.
It's 40 days from today.
No, I never said not 40 days from today. I'm saying that we need to find out how did they come to the understanding that Ash Wednesday, Good Friday, Easter Monday is not the same date.
No. Look, all right. You see, as for the Good Friday, why it can't be the same date, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's 40 days from now, but the 40 days might not fall on a Friday.
Yeah, but Christmas is far. But Christmas far.
Nearest Friday.
Yeah, but wait, no, Christmas whether it's Friday or Saturday fall on the 25th of December.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so why is it that Christmas is not the third Saturday in December or the fourth Saturday in December?
Christmas has a set date as the 25th.
Yeah, so why Ash Wednesday do have a set date?
No, it's only Good Friday I know about. Good Friday is 40 days from today.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to go around in that circle. Can we understand what you say? But not till don't answer the question, the immediate question. Why is it that the date is not represented
Yeah, okay. Oh, you mean
the Good Friday is good. Wait, the Good Friday is Good Friday, you know. So whether you remember the first thing I did ask before she called, you know, why Good Friday have every pan a Friday, or why Easter Monday have every pan a Monday, or why Ash Wednesday have every pan a Wednesday?
Just to coincide with the crucifixion.
But there must something that them is calculating to bring it to Ash Wednesday, to Good Friday, to Easter Monday, Easter Sunday. There's something that them is doing that I still want to hear.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I am saying that Ash Wednesday, and I can be wrong, Jalani can correct me too, Ash Wednesday is representing something that is happening in spring.
Okay.
Yeah. The springtime is what is driving this holiday.
It has something to do with the first new moon
in spring.
Yeah.
Yes. In spring.
That's Wednesday.
Yeah. No, I am not saying that. I am just saying that.
Good Friday is 40 days from Ash Wednesday.
No, but I hear what you say, Bridget. You don't have to repeat it. You know. I hear what you say. I'm not disputing what you say. I'm not saying that. Still don't answer the question. Why is it?
We can Google it.
That the 25th of December is always the 25th of December. Christmas is always when there's no man that born the 25th of December, but we always say the 25th of December is Christmas. We never change that date yet. We change the day, but we never change the date. But in Good Friday, we change the date, but we don't change the day.
Right.
In Christmas, we change the day, but we don't change the date. It's like what them call it Independence Day. You remember some man did come up, you know, and say they're going to celebrate the first Monday in August.
Yes.
As Independence Day. And PJ Patterson come and say, no, it's the 6th. The first one was the 6th. So we're going to now call it the 6th of August, no matter which day.
It
fall. We're going to keep the date.
Right.
The logic side is that the date is more important for recognize than the day. So even if the 6th fall upon the Sunday, the Sunday is Independence Day. If it fall upon Tuesday, it's Independence Day. In a Easter, it don't happen that way. That every year, the 3rd of April is Easter. You see, them change it based upon from the 40 days where you are talking about from Ash Wednesday to Good Friday.
Yes.
Alright, so any Good Friday can be Ash Wednesday. Any Good Friday cannot be
40 days?
Any Good Friday can be any Friday can be Good Friday.
No. It's the nearest one to the 40 days.
Alright, so it's that me I said. So
it's the nearest to the 40 days.
So even if it's not 40 days.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not 40 days.
Right. The nearest one to the 40. Yeah, it can be 30 years.
But it's that them did that do with the Jamaican Independence Day, you know. The nearest one.
No, but the difference is if they should wait for an exact 40 days, it almost come on a Friday.
But that me I say. That's why them say no. That's why PJ Patterson said the 6th of August.
Mm-hmm.
Any day with 6th of August, or any day with the 25th of December fall, and it's Christmas.
No, but Easter couldn't be that way because remember now they said it had to coincide with the crucifixion on the Friday evening.
Yeah,
that's why it has to be. That's why it has to be on a Friday.
Yeah, so
it can be 38. It can be the closest one to the 40.
But you say the Good Friday, where them talk about, and the Last Supper.
You know you're anti that still. Yeah.
No. But that's what me not anti not now cousin not now uncle not man. Me I said to you.
Mm-hmm.
Me understand the issue of the thing, you know. So nobody tell me about when me believe it and when me not believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Me talk about something well natural and practical, you know.
No, man, but you have a dogma where that is concerned.
Yeah, so when me I say to you know that the Jews, the same time the Christian them must celebrate the Last Supper, is the same time the Jews them must celebrate the Passover.
Okay.
You know what the Passover?
Hold on. For them Bible, they don't have the New Testament for them Bible, you know?
No, but them have something named Passover.
Yes, we know that.
Yeah, so the Passover, you know when is the Passover?
No, you're telling me now, but I know about the Passover.
Yeah, the Passover is in the first month of spring, in the month of Abib, when Israel came out of Egypt.
Muta?
Yes, sir.
Just to take a jump, you see, you know, so I read 1 Samuel 1 verse 11. And Mr. Mother never trim nor shave again.
Eh?
Yes, man, beg everybody to read it.
And you know, some just look on the tree, them and know some not trim or shave.
No, but I want it to be factual, I not just guesstimate like you want.
Then the tree no factual.
But there is no word in.
There's no what?
Word in.
I know word me I work. Wait, I know the word in me I work off, man. And the naturality of nature me I work off.
But there must be some authority.
Then the tree is the authority.
You can't talk to the tree.
But why not?
No, you can't talk to the tree. But when you read 1 Samuel, verse 11, if a man not going to turn Rasta right now, I tell you.
So you can't talk to the Bible, though?
You read and understand.
Oh, then you can't look on nature and read and understand?
No, Muta.
Hold on there. Who tell the countryman, say, he mustn't cut bamboo per moonshine, but he must cut it per dark night? Who tell him that?
That's a long
experience. It's observation and
established thing over years.
No, how it was established. How it was established.
I don't know.
Will I tell you how it established? Through observation and experience. That is how it was established. The farmer is observing that every time him chop the bamboo a certain time, worm take it up, weevil take it up. And when him chop it at a certain time, it don't take it up. So that is observation. Why I tell you say nature him is talking to nature. And nature is talking back to him. Like how
I quote 1 Samuel verse 11. Using that as an analogy now. Tell me when you talk to the tree and the tree tell you must not up.
You know, listen to me I say no. You know, listen to me I say no. Because you think that talking is English language. Talking is not necessarily English language. Talking is communication. I am using talking as a metaphor for communicating. So we are communicating with nature. When we speak of nature talking to us and we talking back to nature, that's what white people... You ever hear about animism? You ever hear about animism?
Animism?
Yes.
In relation to one quickly.
You ever hear about animism?
Tell me what it is.
No, I asked if you ever hear about animism.
No, I said I've never heard. But I'm going to get cut off quickly.
Oh, you're going to get cut off?
Yes, not yet. No, get cut off. But tell me what is animism?
All right. Animism... It's the doctor inside us, so maybe I should not get him involved with the reason, Jalani, explain to this man for me what is animism.
No, my phone will cut off, Muta.
Yeah, but I'm going to explain to
Muta, I waiting to hear your explanation to it.
No.
No, don't joke it out, because it's criminal to me, steady,
No, I'm not joking it out. I just want to get, I just say, Jalani is sitting there waiting for another reasoning, and I want to get him involved in this reasoning.
My understanding is a kind of spirituality where there is appreciation for this
all things, whether it is inanimate or not, it is represented as part of life.
In fact, people see it as one of the first expressions of worship and religion.
So you understand that, brethren? Everything of life, whether it is inanimate or animate, it have life. That is what is called animism. You get that, him gone? Okay, so we can do a reasoning there. All right. Jalari, I cut you there. That's how it go.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, you did that say, no, you want to leave a phone number?
Well,
for the brethren.
The Honorable Priest wants to know that he has a website, The Great Physician International, and on that website you can get details as to how to reach him, how to get his herbal preparations, and contact him directly. Remember that the lecture is tomorrow afternoon at UWI N1, 6 p.m. and the consultation 11 to 3 at Country Farm House. He has a cell number, but I don't know if that is practical at this time because he's available tomorrow at 2 locations.
No, when you give them the same number that tomorrow, them can call him.
All right. So
when you had sleep,
the cell number is 326-4415. That's 326-4415. Launch at UA 6 o'clock and consultation throughout the day 11 to 3 at Country Farm House tomorrow. Yeah, man, give thanks, Muta.
Yeah, man, give thanks. It's the first I see you walk out that shooter so quick. It's the first I see you walk jump out that shooter so quick. Forward, I saw little more from 2 to 5:45. And for all of you who don't know, but we're going to say it now, that, you know, say IRFM lose its CEO. You have been hearing this from last week, Thursday, when we come out for the radio. I get to understand that it was while I was on the radio. In past, we had 5 o'clock. And I heard it on the news at 5:45. Well, Chad, 27-year-old youth, I mean, I come here. I come here when Chad was 5-year-old. You know, it's amazing. You know, it's amazing because I'm a 27-year-old. And what him die from is something where me not hear youth in them 20s are dead from it. So what we just talked about a while ago is even more significant. More significant. Because a whole heap of youth now is having disease that me don't usually hear as old people like me have it. It's a serious thing. The only time me used to hear about certain disease is people in my age group after 50 I go down to 70, 80, 60, 70, 80. Them people that used to have them kind of disease. And now you hear young people, which is a travesty. That is making it pain you more. When me know the youth. Me know the youth from him a 5-year-old. I'm there so with him father. And now me come see him control the place and run the business and sit down with him and talk to him that him do something where it was overdue all the while. But him did have a far eye. When him come and sit me down, him and Andrea Williams sit me down and say, look you now, we want you to do a day program now. We have you in the night, we want to put you in the day because we feel say you can make a difference. This is serious thing now. This is not just Mutabaruka I got do a day program for boost up this and boost up that. The youth say, if the amount of listeners were me having at the night, can you imagine if we did it at the day? And as a youth, 27-year-old, him recognize that me have a voice that need to be heard. This is a CEO of a company, the #1 radio station. A youth, I look for Muta and I say, Muta, if me put you upon a day, me feel say you can make a difference in the landscape of certain things, especially amongst age group like himself. Because he might use what the program Cutting Edge has been able to do in a film consciousness from the time him father there until the time him become CEO. I mean, there's a whole heap of youth out there think like him to say, yeah, Mutabaruka voice can make a difference. And him in the power and authority, him not have to ask nobody no question. Nobody can go over what he must say. He must say, me I put you in the day to do a program because me feel say your voice can help to shape certain thinking and make a difference. So when you hear a youth sit down in front of me and say that, you know, and when me ask him, so why want me do? What want me do? And me I say, well, you know, the day program, people are bad for the day program for years now. I forgot you more than the day program now. What got me now? Because you have a whole heap of people never did feel say that could have did work. Mutabaruka in the day, I go talk too much. You know, the people them want to hear music, all sorts of thing and the youth say, watch your man. I want you talk more than play music. Understand the intake. That's why I know say the youth, it's serious. Because when people are tell him this and I tell him that, because him tell me, he might say, well, you know, once I say maybe it not going to work, you know, because, you know, people used to music in the day. People used to music in the day. And when me I say, I better it's still at the night. Him defy that reasoning and tell me, say, him want to hear my voice more than him want to hear music. This is a regular radio station and the youth CEO, 27-year-old youth, I tell Mutabaruka, who could have been father, I say, him want to hear Muta voice more than him want to hear music pan the program between 2 and 6. You see, from me hear the youth say that, me had no reservation. And in less than 3 months, 3 months from between November, December, January, when the polls come out, 3 months, the Stepping Razor became the #1 program according to the polls, the official polls. The Stepping Razor become the #1 program on any radio station at the time between 2 to 6. In other words, where some program take 4, 5, 6 years to do, the Stepping Razor take 3 months to wipe with all the competition them between 2 and 5:45. So, me feel it. Me feel it. Me feel it because me still can't come to grips. Me sit down with my lady and me sit down with people and say, oh, one man I got dead at 27 with a disease was supposed to lick me. I mean, supposed to get them disease there. Me at 60-year-old. Me not supposed to hear a little youth. 20-year-old. The youth not start living no life yet. I mean, him not start living no life yet, Rasta. So what we just talked about a while ago is very relevant. Very, very, very relevant. Come here, say, a 27-year-old youth supposed to get dead from a gunshot. Or a car lick him down. A Jamaica this, or police shot him. Not supposed to dead from cancer, Rasta. You understand? So, we talk about to the youth them now. You might hear a man say one thing now, you know. Like whole heap of people, them here we talk certain things years ago. When them used to go to school. And now them go to university in a foreign, and I keep saying it, you know, them admit to me now, say, them really check me as a madman when they listen to me originally. Because them parents used to deny them the radio for listen to me when them are you, teenager and thing. Don't listen to that madman there. He must mad because I walk up and down without shoes. So don't listen to that man there. Yet still now, the youth them now come, get big, go to foreign university, and get exposed to certain things. And is admitting to me that boy me things say they really mad for you. But we come realize I whole heap of the things where you say, and when me come up here, when me say come up here, I mean a foreign. Me come realize a whole heap of the things them where you say. So when we are talking about food, just like Rastafari on a wider level, when Rastafari are talking about herbs, how Rasta didn't know say you know to eat salt. Rasta go to university to go study that. Rasta come to the conclusion and say salt bad for you. Salt must bad for you if Lat White on a pillar of salt. Really? I mean, seriously though. Lat White on a pillar of salt, that couldn't be good. Oh, Rasta come to that conclusion in our spiritual tradition, in our experience. When the man asked me a while ago, how the tree talk to me, he might think on a conversation in language and not a conversation in experience and observation. Oh, the countryman knows him not to chop the bamboo or him not to plant certain food, a moonshine. Oh, him know that. And him never go to high school. And it's become an established thing. The first man who give a doctorate, he never have no doctorate. The first man who create a university, he never go to a university. but through the language of experience and observation. Because it's not education, it's experience, it's intelligence. Intelligence surpass education because a man use him education to do wrongs, just like one man use him education to do rights. Intelligence surpass education. Because you can't have education to have no intelligence. Because now we look upon the leaders. We look upon the leaders we are governed, we recognize that these people is well-educated people, but them lack intelligence. So when the man just asked me a while ago, by what means this tree talk to me? Him thinks that talking in the essence of the word is like you hear when I say me hear what you say and that it's talking. I am talking in the metaphorical way where nature speaks to us. And if we was listening to nature, we would not in the turmoils and the problem that we are in now. If we would have put a foot at the hand in the dirt more, and they'd looking at the sunball more, and they'd experience moonshine more. Because most of us don't experience moonshine. We don't even know where the moonshine night. We lock up in the house with the fast bulb them all over the place. I burn we up and I give you all cancer and all them things, I don't even know it. We don't go out there and go say, but look at the moonshine and observe the moon. And that what ancestors them used to do, What ancestors them used to observe. Observation is the key to understanding. And through observation and over a period of time, the period of time is what we call now experience. So you observe and you experience. And you observe and you experience. And you realize, but every time you do this thing, this is what happened. And every time you don't do this thing, this is what happened. And over a period of time, which is experience, you realize that you must not do this thing at this time, and you must do this thing at that time. So when I say I look on the tree and I never read the book, I never did read no Bible. If you go tell me, say, when a man take a vow up the Nazarene, no razor shall come upon his head. Because the same Bible tells you, say, if you all the days of your separation, after you're done, you cut it off. And Bible tells you, say, it's a shame for a man, it does not nature teach you. What part of nature teach you that if a man have long hair, it's not acceptable? And that me want to ask Paul, Me don't like reason with Paul. If anybody out there have Paul's phone number, the same guy who the name Saul, would I like reason with him and ask him, what part of nature teaches that a man ear must not belong? When for him people them in the Bible from the longer time there, did I walk around with long hair? Have you ever seen an image of a bald Jesus yet? That is what Bono Wheeler sing. Have you ever seen the image of a bald Jesus? Says white people draw Jesus with long hair. Samson did have 7 locks in his head. When they come on the mountain, them couldn't believe it. Samuel, judges, all the judges of Israel had locks. So when Paul come and say, does not nature teach you? What nature is teaching you that a man must have long hair or a man must locks? Because nature show me, say I must locks. Nature show me, say, in my liberty, this is what the experience carry me to. I could have did that live without locks. But as I progress in this kind of understanding and liberty, it lead me to locks. I do have to go read Samuel's for locks. But yet still, if a whole heap of man want to read Samuel's and go locks, I have no problem with it. A man want to say he's a Nazarene, I have no problem with that. But I know say I am no Nazarene. I ain't not take no Nazarene vow like Tony Rebel. So if Tony Rebel want to take for him Nazarene vow, me and him are brethren. But I ain't not take no Nazarene vow. I no put myself under no Nazarene law. Because me's a man, me eat cucumber. And me eat pumpkin. And the same Nazarene vow say, if you take these law, you shall eat nothing of vine or production from the vine. That makes me un-Nazarene. So, animism, which me just tell the brethren about, is this concept where even inanimate objects is perceived to have life. That is what it's animism. That is what the people in Nigeria, that is what the people them in Haiti, that is what the Native Americans, that is what the Aboriginal people accept as their reality. That even things without life, as you presuppose, have life. That is animism. For the brethren who did call me, ask me what is animism, and them phone lock off. So when white people go to Africa, when white people go amongst the Native Americans, there's a man named Chief Seattle, where them name Seattle Alpha, up at the top of America. You have Oregon, Seattle, Portland, Oregon, and they have Seattle. The Seattle was named after Chief Seattle, this Native American. And Chief Seattle said to the white man, look here, you come and you see the rivers, and you see the trees. But you must remember that the rivers and the trees are our brothers. And we must show love to the trees and the rivers. Because it is the rivers that nourish us, our plant, and nourish us. And it is the trees that we use to make boats and to build houses. So don't treat them like them is nothing. This is the respect that these indigenous people have for nature. White people go to Africa and see an African talk to a tree, and them say, this is madness. This is craziness. This is uncivilized. But him don't understand that the tree gives house, the tree give you boat, the tree give you furniture, but the tree have life. And what the African understand is that him really have to go cut down this tree here. But recognizing the life in the tree, him pay homage to the life in the tree. It's not that him is fool, you know. But he must say, well, you know, say, I'm going to chop down this tree here. I'm really sorry about that, you know. That's why a whole heap of thing. Because if a man go chop down a tree and the tree have life tonight, and him recognize that, boy, it's almost like him a kill the tree. Him don't want to do it, you know. But in order for his survival to be maintained, and in order for his household to be maintained, he have to chop down the tree. So here we are, don't know. He might offer a word of homage to this tree. It's not a madness that. It's respect for nature. It's understanding that nature help you so you know in taking away part of the natural order of this forest or this tree existence, you are going to pay penance for doing that. And that is how indigenous people create a certain spirituality that connects them with nature. We have lost that spirituality with nature. That is why we can't go around and do all sorts of things and don't respect nature. That's why I say I don't like the Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, because them only deal with cats and dogs that them domesticate. Them not deal with animals that they perceive to be food. And you must be able to talk to the plants. It's not no mad people talk to plant. It's the nature of human beings to exist with all manifestation of life on earth. And whenever we seek to destroy life without serious analysis of what we are doing, we are doomed. Because man cannot destroy the planet. The planet will destroy man. And not only that, no matter what you want to say, it's not man destroying the planet, It's that man is making it ridiculous for man to exist on the planet the way a man behave. Because you think plastic bottle create a destroy planet. Plastic bottle not destroy the planet, Plastic bottle is creating an environment that man will not be able to sustain himself. You think plastic bottle destroy planet? The earth have a way of regurgitate and redesign and refashion itself. So when man talk about this is going to destroy that, it's man it destroy. Man is man connection with nature. Him is moving further away from that. So man all create certain things now that him call God. And these same people who are talking about God is not respecting life in all its forms. Nature. They don't look at nature again. You walk in a Manhattan and you don't see, you see nature, but there's no natural. I mean, maybe I should distinguish between what is nature and what is natural. Because everything from the earth comes from nature. But everything from the earth maybe not be natural. That's why the Rasta man create another word and him say, ital. Oh, Rasta didn't know that him not to eat salt. Oh, we didn't know that. Oh, Rasta didn't know say ganja is good for this and good for that and good for that. Oh, Rasta didn't know say, boy, right now, he must eat pure vegetable. Which the brethren just come show you know say, if you have diabetes and you have certain sickness, when you go to the symptoms, you recognize certain things, so you have to take out certain things out of your diet. And one of the things you take out of your diet is animal products. So open Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, one of the criteria for the Lenten season is to eliminate or extract most of your flesh from your diet. Who created this law in the Lenten season? Who decide that? We have to go turn to the computer now if we go look. The origin of Lent, the origin, why is it that? Because you can't find these things on the computer, But the Rasta man did listen to nature. The Rasta man listen to nature. Our granny listen to nature. Our granny have an experience. Rasta develop an experience. Because there's certain things that nobody can tell me about. Because I've never experienced it. He want to experience certain things, but he can't put himself in that experience. me go certain place where me never have no reason for go there, but me want to experience it. Me want to experience certain things. And you have certain man listen and become authority, and it's something that I'm listening to. And you have some people who experience the thing that him is hearing about. Understand? So me not an orthodox Rasta man. See? Me don't define myself in terms of biblical prophecies or Haile Selassie as biblical prophecy. You see, because it's an experience that I drive the thing, it's an experience driving it. And we observe every day. Or you think a man knows, say, why if you put certain things on your cut, it will heal better than certain things. Me have a Chinese medicine. And how me know about this is that me get a cut. I'm going to put this medicine on the cut. And the next day, when me wake up, the cut close up. Let me say, weird. This is a magic thing, yeah? This is a powder, some magic powder, Rasta. And somebody in the yard get a big cut, and we run, go for the powder, and put on somebody. A little youth run, go for the powder, and put on somebody. No, I think we did a walk on the road. Yeah. And somebody get the cut. And my lady go for the powder and put on the cut. I said, don't worry, put on the cut. And the next day, the cut tighten up. When we go investigate this powder, the powder come from China. And how them discover this about this powder is a observation. Them say in a certain bush, snake, the snake come in at the bush, and them will chop a snake. And when them come back the next day, them don't see the snake. And them says, oh, this is possible. Oh, the snake supposed to dead, and the snake move. And them keep observing this thing over a period of time, and them realize, say, in the area where the snake get chopped, there's a certain bush that the snake eat. And when the snake eat the bush, it revive the snake. And them say, what? Because observation, I go on here, so no, because them observe the snake. All scientists observe things. That's why they have laboratory. Them go into the laboratory, go observe things, and then now build up after that. And the natural man is no different from the man in a science lab. It's just that him use nature for, the man outside of the lab I use nature for teach him, and the man inside I use chemicals and all sort of different processes. Alright. So the Chinese people them now, them I recognize that the snake them I eat this bush and it just heal them. So what them do? Them take the bush and go now experiment on themselves. So whenever somebody get chopped or cut, them put the bush on the cut and them see the cut overnight get healed. So them start to manufacture the powder till it reach to me and so now that me can testify for that. For recognize it. You see this powder here, if a man get a cut, you can just say that day a machine pine drop right at it from my foot, you know. A machine, me don't know, me I chop some bamboo and the banana tree till it mash it and go so boom, the pine go right in my foot. And I go so boom and run go for the powder. Next day, the foot, the thing close. Because most of the time what a man I try to do is find something where we close the cut, that's it down, bacteria and certain things outside down. That's why people put plaster upon them cut and all them something there. Them don't want certain things getting at the cut, dirt and all them something there. Me experienced that with bird pepper. The first time me put bird pepper on a little youth, the woman asked me if me's a madman. Or me I put bird pepper on a picnic cut. If I'm mad, me I'm mad. And then put detal on the cut and make the cut, the picnic ball out loud. I mean, no say, bird pepper don't have a everlasting burn like Scotch bonnet pepper or like Jamaican pepper. The difference between the burning of a bird pepper and a Scotch bonnet pepper is that the bird pepper don't linger. As a burn, it don't linger. When you eat Scotch bonnet pepper, your mouth burn you and you want to drink all that of water. When Scotch bonnet pepper take you, it just burn you and done. When you put Scotch bonnet pepper on cut, there is no ball out. When you put bird pepper on cut, you know, ball out. I say, Lord God, me put a bone me and all. You think you can do that with a Scotch bonnet pepper? You put that Scotch bonnet pepper on and cut your ball from now till died kingdom come. When you put bird pepper on your cut, it helps. It's like what them call it, like detal that go up and cut. Is what them call that? Eh?
Like a cleanse it.
Yeah, it's like a antibacterial medicine. Bird pepper, good for ulcer. Bird pepper, people good have feel say, boy, right now the pepper got burn you and it's not good for that. But all we know these things, that midwives are find out, all we know these things. We know these things not because we go to no big school, not because we go study at a university, and not because we read it in a Bible. We know it through experience and through observation. Experience, observation. And that is how ancient people know things. You observe, continuously observing, and you come to conclusion based upon your observation, and then you experience a thing. And most of the time you experience thing is not you personally experience, it's other people. Because sometimes don't get fooled by my own experience. Because some experience can be very detrimental. That's why people know when them observe and say, but why the man every time him dead, every time him eat that thing they dead. Him say, well, you know, say that a poison. It's a weird way for go understand and say that a poison, you know. But the only way some people can know say it's poison is if him say a next man dead. So you don't go eat that. Because you know say if you eat that a poison. All people know say bitter cassava a poison. And you have to wash it out. For make bammy with it. All country people know that. You think that university them go find out that? Observation cause that. The bitter cassava, you know, just go cook bitter cassava and eat bitter cassava, so. No, you wash that out. It's like hockey. You know, say, boy, right now, you know, open hockey with your hand. You know, when people dead, because that happen, I observe, people observe, you know. So make the ackee open out properly. And then you cook the ackee and throw the water where you cook it in. Because really and truly, you know, when a man say ackee on the tree and it take too long, him just go take scissors and razor and open it. And sell it. And you eat it. And you're dead. And that keep happening over a period of time, and people said, no, you know why in dead? Because some people are lose all generations of family over one observation, you know. You have people who lose them grandmother, them pickney, them auntie, because of this observation of eating ackee, we don't open properly. And the last person say, him not eat no ackee. Because every time him say, them open the ackee before it not open, somebody dead in him family. Because when them don't understand it, them give it over to some supernatural power. That's the first thing, you know, them will give it over to supernatural power. Because them will say, boy, I some, like the woman when me hear upon the radio that day, me driving a big car, I pass the upon the radio, I say, hallelujah, double. And me I say, all right, what is this hell is this double?
He must tell the people them double. Here a woman call now. Pastor, like you would say, Pastor Takura. Hallelujah. And they must talk to them and say, all right. First, no, you know, it's ignorance that no, it's poor people. Rich people don't call and say these things. It's only poor people call radio station and get into hallelujah. And the pastor said, double trouble. I talk some language to boy right now, you know, say God, I'm going to talk to poor people every day because I'm not talk him talk to rich people and give them wealth and health and strength for God do more wickedness. When him talk to poor people now, you the woman now. Pastor, me hear a drop outside and no says fight them and fight against me. we say no. She say, a long time them fight against me, no pastor. The pastor said, hallelujah. She say, you must get over it. He say, hallelujah. And she say, yes, pastor, hallelujah. Me I said, listen to these damn idiots. A trick poor people again and make poor people because them not have no intelligence, them get tricked. And no education, them get tricked. Because it's only poor people call radio stations and behave like that. Check it. Why is only poor people call radio stations and get into this idiotic language that them say is the Holy Spirit to give them, and then talks to them here a drop out and it's fight people. I said when you say fight, you know say that's how your business you talk about, you know. And I like somebody wait till she sleep and throw something in her ear or give something in her back and say a heil. And it's directly some spirit thing she talk about now. Them grudge her. And through them grudge her now, them go set something and make her ear a drop out. And the only way she can get back her ear now is to call this idiot pastor. And the pastor now we're going to talk some language now. And them can say, all right, go back now and sleep well. Because tomorrow your ear will grow back. What kind of madness is that? It's only poor people that fall for these things. The man the other day, I said he must follow the Bible because Jesus walked on water and all you have to do is have faith in a Jesus and you can walk on the water too. And him drown. He might try to walk on the water and drown. Him going to the deepest part. This thing is terrible, you know, this thing is terrible. So the bottom line is this. I don't know why I reach on the bottom and the line still, but in the true spirit of Cabo Mahat, we want to say, what we're saying is that just like how this brethren come now and him talk about certain things, he was a medical person, practitioner once, and then him realize him going to go into the holistic healing of herbs and all these things. There must be some scientific approach to these things. Not scientific approach in relationship to how the Western world teach it. But as we said before, one man say you can be modern and not Western. So not because you're using a computer, it means you have become Westernized. And not because you're using a turntable, you have become Westernized. Because that is what they want you to believe. And black people want you to believe that too, because you have some rust attack with my born computer. Because devil thing. Well, I am corrupted to the core. Because every time I play music or computer, I play it off. So I don't know how me and the devil now work out as now. Because him catch me fully. Him catch me fully. As a matter of fact, I want a new computer, you know, because that one look like it have too much viruses. I mean, I want to start talk to it, because that's how you're going to use my mouth. Like over here, people that talk to them iPad. Literally attack them iPad. Nowadays, you just talk to your iPad and answer you. It's like a scary thing I go on still, you know. You talk to certain machine and answer you back. I say, wait, you answer me. You cannot imagine if Jesus is there on the earth, you know. He would have look all around at the back of the machine for I figure out what the hell is going on. The machine attack to me. I say, but wait, me never intend this to happen. So all Jesus should have get scared. But we're not scared. We're not scared. We use it and we can't refuse it. Granted that some people get caught with it, but at this moment in time, them thing I can't catch me. And who upset not catching you who's listening to me. But we must be able to communicate with nature in all of the madness we are going, in all of the computer and the CD player and the turntable and the mixer and all of the things them that make your life now, what I call it, more easy and more comfortable. We must be able to communicate with nature. And if we don't communicate with nature, trust me, nature going to do some serious thing to it. And that is what you have when the nature starts to spit up and vomit and nature belch. When nature belch, everybody quake. When nature vomit, trust me, the ways of nature cannot be counteracted by men in all his power, in all the power that man have. When nature speak, it just blow him away. Just like that.
So they say according to the English book of Common Prayer, see, Easter Day is the first Sunday after the full moon, which happened upon our next after the 21st day of March.
Brethren, wait there, stick up in there. Me now cut you, no worry, you know get cut off. Me just that tell the people them say it have something to do with the moon and the spring. The man said nothing like that. So you want to know, you fight that information now, will link it to the spring, to the moon. So tell me, go and read it again.
Alright, so it come again, it's the Easter Day, right? It's the first Sunday after the full moon, which happened upon our next after the 21st day of March. And if the full moon happen upon a Sunday, Easter Day is a Sunday after, see? And it goes further if you say March 21st is the vernal equinox. And by this they mean the day on which the length of the daylight equal the length of the darkness.
All right, stick up in. Because according to my biblical knowledge, Israel came out of Israel came out of Egypt at the first month of the year, which is the month of Abib. So the Israelites start them year at the first new moon in spring. That is when them come out of Egypt, and that is what them celebrate as Passover. Now, when I was in 12 tribe, the organization named 12 tribe, because a whole heap of people believe, say, when God say, which month you born, him feel, say, because you born July, you use Judah, or because you born December, you use Asher. It's not so. Him did not check it, you know. Where God say is that him going to start the month from the first new moon to the end of that to the next new moon. Going to be 1 month. So it don't necessarily, because you have the new moon falling in March and the next new moon don't come maybe until the middle of the next month. It means if you use Asher, you fall in that even when you're born in the next month. You fall in that tribe, according to how we might put it. You fall in that tribe. So if you can be a Capricorn even if you're born in a January. But some Capricorn born in a December. So it's not the January, February, March, April, May them I work with, you know. It's lunar calendar and solar calendar. Now when you just read a while ago, it's what I thought it would be.
Yeah, I said at the Jewish calendar is based on the moon phases.
Yeah, lunar calendar, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where I phase the moon falling, I just determine where Easter falling. But, you know, the Jewish practice the music, the moon phases to determine the holiday them.
All right. So me kind of depend on track then.
Yeah,
I can't to where you find out. Me kind of depend the track.
Yeah, never too far.
All right, sir.
So I say condolence to the young family and to the person that tried, you know, how it goes out still, you know.
Yeah, me I tell you, man, it hot, man.
Yeah, man, because you don't know person, but you Ran talk about her, Elise talk about her, it's like we personally have a relationship with Mr. Young, Chad.
Let me tell you something. Mr. Young, I tell you about Mr. Young, him father. You see, 20 years ago, when we come to this program here, people used to call him and tell him, say, we must come off of the radio. He must, them used to call him personally. At the day after me come, them used to tell him, say, we must come off of the radio because one, well, I remember one Sunday, I think I was doing Andrea Williams' program, and I think she's gone to Africa. I'm in the do one of our program, and me say, I better you have Bob Marley picture up on the wall than Jesus.
Yeah.
Rotted. You see the next week when we come back, Mr. Young call me and say, well, you know how much phone call I get about that way you say, but I don't business. I don't no whole nine in my pocket. The way you want it, man, as long as no whole nine in my pocket.
A pocket.
As long as we don't put no hole in my pocket. Me say, all right, sir. All right.
Yeah.
You see, him getting all of those calls over the years to take me off of the radio, and him never take me off, and come realize
how much you that tobacco now?
20 odd years, and come realize that cutting edge is still at this hours of the night. A 20 odd program upon the radio them at this hour of the night, according to the polls. The cutting edge have more listenership than all of the other programs them will come on at this program of the night. I know me I say that. That's how them do them poll, scientific poll, and say there's more people listening to the cutting edge than any other program. And one would believe that because Mutabaruka is not a Christian and is always talking about God and Jesus, not in a very great light. One would believe, say, people would be listening to maybe the gospel station. But what you realize that these people who believe in a Jesus is listening to me more than how them listening to the gospel station.
Yeah, because them really want to say, hey, Master, do
it's like a masochism thing. Them beat themselves and beat up themselves, and them still are listening. All right. Now we have him son now. Him son come. And him son say, him a 27-year-old. Well, he wasn't 27-year-old when start. I was say 26. But him say, look here now, Muta, we have put you in at the day. And we want you to have a program where you make the people them hear you talk more than how you play music.
What you mean?
Because the music is only there now to steer the program a certain way. But really and truly, is the philosophy and the interaction with the people them him want and that they are the part of the day. 3 months after, them do a survey. Not RFM survey, you know.
No,
not a RFM survey. Not what the brother will do them survey. Dan and listener, what survey will do poll.
Yeah, no bias.
Yeah, them say, according to the polls, the Stepping Razor is the #1 program coming on at that time of the day upon any radio station between 2 to 6. So the youth listen, the father recognize the potential of the program, and now him come at the next program, which is his son, to it, and recognize the potential of this next program too. You understand? So it's a serious thing. We can't. I mean, me look on it, Rasta. Me I say, but when me are 27 Rasta, ratted, and girls and them things that me are looking at. But guess what now? Me never used to eat certain food still. You understand?
Yeah.
No, sorry. I lie me I tell. When me are 27, me never look no girls and them things. It's in my teenager life. Me used to look girl. When me are 27, me they are bush. You see, now me I mix up my history now. When me are 27, me they are bush. I try figure out this Rasta thing when me I get myself in. And I try experience certain levity, certain tradition. At 27 years old, me and some man and some woman decide that we're going to take certain levity seriously. And we just decide this is how we're going to do it. So, a man that dead, a youth that dead from 27 years old, man, it make you feel like you want to ball down the place.
Man, so we never really hear upon the news of them say like impalement or
cancer, man. Never. Cancer. Oh boy, cancer him have. You know, it's like it hurt me, man.
Really,
you see that brother there? You see that brother there we name Death? If I ever catch him, if I ever catch him, man, Death. If I ever catch Death, me put life in a death, man.
Yeah, well,
nobody
somebody that can live forever.
Who?
And we shall never see the face at the time and people are dead, see me.
Look here, man. Me say, me no business what them want say. Me say, me. You see, if me ever get a chance to talk to Death or carry Death go a court,
I worry.
Me put life in a Death and extinguish Death. Because Death, a terrible thing. No care what nobody wants it. No make nobody tell you no foolish about, Death is this and when you die, you this and... I don't know that, you know. I don't know that. But I know, say, if I live good in this life, if there's a next life, that goodness will take care of it.
Itself.
Yes. So I have to now do all the good I can in the best way I can to whomsoever I can and whatsoever I can. Not who, you know, but what. Because you talk about birds and flowers and trees and stone and all these things, dirt and bamboo and all these things. That's how I see my life, you know. Me I connect my life with them things there, you know. Me not connect my life with just human being, you know. Me I connect my life with bamboo. Me I connect my life with goat and
everything
cow.
Connected.
So me I connect my life. That means say when I'm gonna tell you about when you're dead, we are going now when you're dead. Him don't know that.
Yeah, him know.
What you have to do is take care of what you have to know because people are looking for your next life. In a misery, him appreciate the misery where me now him want to take say the misery is so him supposed to live. And we now work with that, you know.
I tell somebody the other day, man. We supposed to live better than this. This is not how we feel accept your life.
Watch a man. We don't want to live in a squalor and a wall and then I talk about say, well, this is how our life is, but in the future life, when Jesus Christ come and take us in that pearly gates of heaven, we shall be this and that. We're doing that. We're doing that. Me want my own righteous and now. Now me want it. Now.
Yeah, black people, they believe in that thing and not they know in that thing. Because you see most man right now, if you ask him a good reason why I'm believing now, why I'm believing, and can't really give no good answer, and I'm just a work off for
the old time religion, man. If it is good, it was good for Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, it was good for me. No.
Madness.
Yes.
When we know a thing, you can't hold on to certain things, like how because if we tell the man, you know, right now, no, Jesus now come help you out of the situation, and the man go, we find ourselves in our slave master, then put in a man, they say, already up on the radio, attack them something.
Yeah, because people used to scared to talk them way up on radio, but now it's not the years to scared. A revolution we are fighting, we are fighting a revolution.
Yeah.
Yes, revolution we are fight.
No, revolution in our thinking. Everything different.
What you mean,
and
man?
You know who is this Jesus? How if this a real person or a fiction? What language you used to talk? Where it come from?
2,000 years of this philosophy that has not created a better way of life for African people. African people has been holding on this concept for years, and all it do is brought them death and destruction and misery, especially through the slavery where them bring pan top away and give with this concept and idea, say all we have to do is believe And meanwhile, we there believe them a take we from we and a draw from we and them a kill we off and I say, well, don't worry about that because there's a better life after you die. And people have believe this, so when them dead, there's a better life. And we know, say, the person who will tell you that never dead yet. And him don't know nobody who dead to come back, come tell him that. And you now must come accept that as your reality. Watch a man, wake up black people. Wake up.
We have internet and go library. You must research therapists.
I'm glad how you hear the reason why I can just go up on the internet. Come never play it right now, so I hear the reason that a girls might look on the internet.
Yeah, we deep man, you know.
I think we're not going to try and find out this argument where we have about the Easter thing now. If they look about which station or which party I'm supposed to go this weekend. Anyway, give thanks.
Yeah. See, they have a youth, them not able to think panel level. I think look enjoyment and little thing. But research, man, SERAPIS, to help us and see the connection between Serapis and Jesus.
All right, so give thanks. Yes, musical, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Cutting Edge. Yeah. Don't make me cut the tune now, you know, the Rasta. Yeah, Cutting Edge. Yes, Cutting Edge. How are you going here? Nah, you nobody. Yeah.
Infinite blessings, all man.
Blessed man. Long time I don't hear from you, man.
That me I say too.
Think you gone if not somewhere.
Gone where?
All right.
Yeah, man, I'm there even, man.
You're there even. All right.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you find the heaven on earth, man. I'm glad you find that.
You say, Chief Seattle.
Chief Seattle, yes.
Yeah. The rivers are your brothers.
Yes.
You say anism.
No. There's a different reason me that talk about. When
But it's connected to the same reason.
Yes.
Because you refer to animism.
Yes, animism is where you give, you claim life in inanimate objects.
Animate and inanimate, yeah?
Yes, animate and inanimate, yes.
So, you know what prompted me for calling this morning?
No.
The same computer argument, man. We said the computer, you need a new one because the one like it's a virus.
Yeah.
You know, if you talk to the computer, man.
Talk to the computer?
Yeah, man.
And say what to the computer? I will put words in the computer still. And the words can, you see, why I need it, all right, you see, you have people who can go into words and put it at the computer and make the virus come out, but I don't know how to do it.
Exactly.
You have software where you can put into the computer and make it come out, but I personally would love a new computer. This one is outdated.
No, you should still go ahead and get a new computer, but I believe that computer is still...
No, trust me. I have been working this computer like you couldn't imagine how I work this computer. Yeah?
I believe you, man.
Yes. So,
but I'm connecting this reasoning to the same animism, you know.
Yes.
To say that there's a saying, Muta. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. I forget which translation I get it from.
Mm-hmm.
A fool listens to no one, not even to himself.
Yeah.
But a wise man listens to everyone, even to a fool.
Yes.
And what that means, you see, you listen, as you say, you observe nature.
Not
you
me
observe
personally.
life.
Yeah, not only me, but the ancients.
Yeah, the saying.
Yeah, the ancients observe.
The ancient wisdom
yes,
of the sages, you know?
Yeah.
And in so doing, you learn to take the best practices from all areas of life, all cultures. Right? Now, the same Bible says, God's people perish because of lack of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with them called ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
Because wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, wisdom is the principal thing. And, you know, the knowledge and understanding is more valuable than even money itself. Because it's that drives the world, you know? Now I'm saying, within the consciousness of where I am at right now, a lot of the people who call themselves Christians, and those who are not even Christians, because it's not necessarily restricted to religion, they are where they are because of ignorance or lack of knowing the roots or the fundamentals of a thing.
Yeah.
So if I know somebody like you who does a certain amount of checks and investigation in life itself so that it guides your movement through life. It is not based on whether you say God or Jesus, or it is based on the fact that you are gathering knowledge about the universe.
Yes.
You follow me so far? So what happens to a lot of people, whether they are Christians or not, whether they are Hindu, whether they are Muslim, the level of knowledge that them open themselves up to outside of the little four walls of their religion.
The box, yeah.
And that keep them in them box.
Yeah.
The same Bible talk about this in a boss. So the ability to connect the dots where there's truth, regardless of what religion you say you belong to,
is
going to put you in a much better standing in life than if you just got your blind so I said Jesus.
I agree with you.
Or you got a blind so I said Selassie.
Yeah, I agree.
Now over the years you and I have spoken, you have mentioned it to me that okay, outside of the religious aspect of things, we tend to try and bring an objectivity to the reasoning. More that this is what I'm about.
Yes.
The objectivity of the reasoning.
Yes.
Instead of, you see, because I listen to your reason about God and some of the malpractices that have come through the years, the Freemasons, them who took over religion. I hear another guy, another station I played, forget the name of the guy, Ben somebody who do a lot of research in philosophies of the world, archaeology. It's a Pan-African guy, right? And what I think
Ben Buchanan.
Repeat the name for me.
Ben Buchanan.
Ben Buchanan. Yes.
We bring him twice. We bring him come Jamaica.
Yeah, man, I know that. You and I know that.
Yeah.
And he said, in certain culture, from a youth reach 7 years until another 40 years, his main mandate in life is to study everything there is to study. When I talk about prep school, then high school, then
man, I know what you're talking about, man.
40 years of studying all knowledge, 40 years of equipping yourself. This already goes back to what Proverbs talk about, knowledge, wisdom, and understand, because that drive the success are a lot thereof of a human being, you know.
Yes.
It's not simply whether you say religion or not, you know.
Yes.
So what we need to be able to do is to pick truth, pick sense. And this is why occasionally when I scan and I hear a motor, I stop and listen, because if you're not talking sense, I gone, me gone.
Yeah.
Right? No, because I know you are a pragmatic mind. Because that is where you left a lot of people behind, you know. The pragmatism that you bring to what you investigate. You know, blind yourself to say, well, okay, you keep your mind open and you learn and you go forward.
Yeah,
no.
If that thing then I work, me throw it with too. Look, you let me believe in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm saying, how can we connect the dots with what a Mutabaruka bring to the table and what a man of God or a Muslim or whoever that seem to be making some amount of achievement. So a couple of years ago, you brought a program on the radio called The Secret. You remember that?
Yeah, man.
No. And then they are called...
The Power of Suggestion.
Yeah?
The Power of Suggestion.
Yeah, and me Tony Rebel, I beg it up, the Laws of Attraction.
Law of Attraction.
God.
Yes.
No, me here, Professor Duncan.
Yes.
Quantum physicist.
Yes.
And there's another lady that Andrea had on our program who deals with melanin studies, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. The ability to command energy of the universe. The ability to speak to, not just the laptop, not just the river, not just the tree, not just the stone. The ability of man to understand energy and some of the best ways to explain it is a quantum physicist and what I'm calling nanophysics, where you look at the thing at the most minutest of level. And the ability of man to understand that everything ultimately is what? Energy, which cannot be what? Created or destroyed. So the ability to understand the thing and then negotiate with that understanding how to make the thing work and produce something for you. And closing the argument,
I'm glad you use the language working for you, not it.
Yes.
Not you working for it, but it working for you.
It working for you.
Yes.
So a computer specialist now will take the laptop there.
Yes. And take out the whole of the virus.
And put in a language and talk to the laptop.
Yes.
And fix that.
Yes. And that are going to do tomorrow too.
Repeat that?
Is that are going to go up to the IT up there so I can make them fix it. Try to fix it. Yes.
You must come back and tell me, true.
And I would love if I know that you can't fix it too, I'd give you to fix too.
But you know, sir, back in the day, I help you with that thing, but it's time, Muta.
Yes.
We do so much things nowadays.
Okay, you're busy.
You know, well, that term busy there. I mean, I have to operate not by lunar time or solar time.
I understand, man. Yeah, give me the signal, don't worry.
Yes,
a
sir.
busy signal you have, so.
But I want you to understand that, for the most part,
yes,
I acknowledge the work of a Mutabaruka.
Give thanks, sir.
You know, so I get lightning and thunder when I fight against Jesus, but outside of that, because I don't limit it to that.
Me not fight against Jesus, you know.
Eh?
Me not fight against Jesus, you know. Me I sure say the idea and the concepts of Jesus is not something that black people should be giving credence to, and not fighting against it. I
understand it, but what happens, some of the youths them I go wide because the youths them just blindly know when say Selassie or what have you, when really and truly that's really not the crux of the matter based on how me see it. The crux of the matter is to understand the environment and out of wisdom and observation to make the environment work for you.
Yes.
You understand? Now, when you narrate down to Jesus or God or then, you know, some of the youth, them gone. That is where I disagree with you on. But I don't fight it because I just say the earth always will correct itself. That will correct itself in time. But more importantly, the levity, the consciousness about healthy eating and, you know, healthy lifestyle and certain other aspects.
Yes.
Those are more best practices that I would have said you're bringing more to the table than the next man on the road, even the next Christian.
Yes.
You understand? But the ability for people to see this and discern this, that is where they're getting it wrong. So, on another day, we can call the program soon done.
Yeah, man, it done. Give thanks. It done. The bike man look like him. You know the bike man, don't
Yeah, bless up the bike man. Matrix, you know the why.
Him not coming there yet, though. Maybe I don't even come, but yeah, man, give thanks to Matrix.
Yes.
All right,
bless up yourself, Muta.
Yes, sir.
But connect to that tomorrow. I'll give her a report on the laptop next time I come. Maybe by tomorrow evening, probably can't get a report.
No, because you know, it's the way it reach, you know. It's like the man said, we have to go take out all of the
back up on the turbine.
Back up on something and bring something, you know, so it's, you see, every week me use the laptop.
I know that.
And every Wednesday.
At your stage, you need to have a backup.
Me have a backup. No, me have a two laptop. Me work. It's him to leave that.
You don't start work with that. You just a GTR 10 laptop in my work with.
Oh, GTR 10. You see, no, you set up GT now. Me go for drive up my two. I know you talk about GTR 10. So me don't know. Me have two brethren. Me go to work. Me can take a two from him. Me don't know.
Yeah, but you know, bless up yourself, Taku, when I do that.
Yeah,
come out for the internet, man, and listen to the reason.
Taku.
All right, sir.
The man bless you up. Him say, come out for the interview and listen to the internet and listen to the reasoning. All right, sir, give thanks.
Blessed love.
The man say, come out for the internet and listen to the reasoning. Matrix. Oh, you know what? I tell you. You got there Friday? You got there Friday? You pass through. Watch it, you know. Watch them pass through business there, you know. When I talk about, I say about pass through, you know. Watch it. Yes, if you pass through, appear lie after that, you know. Eh? No, you know, this is what I say. If you pass through, appear lie after that. So don't pass through. Steer through. Anyway, give thanks to the moment and the time and the energy. Where I say, we could have gone more, but Matrix, I don't know, the program, I mean, it started out, hey, you know, say me coming a while ago, Matrix. And not now come through the laptop, you know. I mean, no, the laptop I play here, so, and it now come through the board. I mean, that me I try to figure out now. But here I know, me learn, say me mustn't panic. That's something me learn, you know. Me say, one time I say, Zoff, you know. Zoff panic all time, with you know, Rasta. And me say, Zoff, just relax, man. Me say, Zoff, panic. When me say panic, you know, I mean like, me sorry for Zoff that. Me sit down here and play about an hour worth of music. And nobody don't know, say I don't Zoff a play, you know. But me just play that him can't get them thing together. Yeah. And Zoff drive, go up for Nicholas and come back down here, so. Come here and say, Zoff, why not just go upstairs, go get some CD and go and play it? Because me not sit down here so 2 hours and play for you know. Anyway, little while me come and when Gary G play him last tune, me supposed to come in now. When me press the button, nothing. Me not hear at the computer yet, so me not hear to the board. So me I say, it's what it's now.
Up on the mixer, you check and find out.
Wait now. So me go so now bam and play the tune and the tune done and the thing no fixed still. So me go so press advertisement. When me look, all the advertisement them done. You never see that yet. All the advertisement. Every advertisement that me I say, oh, the thing's so blank. Because me never, from me come here, me never see that something they blank yet. Just pure blank things. So now, because so now, bam, me say, what you know? I'm going to play over the tune now. So me play over the, I think a jazz nooks tune I play. You see, me go so boof and go at the computer. Me realize that this thing here, when me have your so, it never push in properly. And just that, you know, this never push in properly, you know. So, me push it in now. Me keep composure, you know, me keep say, all right now. Well, that never worked. I can say if that guy work, and if that never worked. So me just go so the bam and push it in, and me so click and me hear it. Me say, okay, that it work. This I like about what? 10, 20.
20 minutes off.
Yeah, this I like about 10, 20. This is after like all the advertisement them when they're supposed to play. 2 times a play. Do it the tune that's all. I'm coming in the program now and say good afternoon, good night. This is the cutting edge. Without playing any team, no jingle, no team, no. We start to say good afternoon, this is cutting edge. And meanwhile, I look both away I go. I stress. Anyway, it work out and now me depend it now, me know I come off now. Because the program I got sweet because I have a virgin inside so I thought, but you know this is the cutting edge Rasta. Anyway, the program sweet. The program sweet, believe you me. The program sweet to the point that people are calling me now and I expect to talk to them and me depend the ear. Okay, so we're there forward, little more from 2 for 5:45 with the stepping razor, the art of war. So we're gone, you know, and we are going with this. We want to go to this show now for a serious and special reason. So listen.